feel really pressed and depressed. That hurts. Hold on, I'll be right. It's a big thing and it's all curls. Let me go check on Lori. Hi. You want to come inside? He wants inside.
Okay, great. I'll go get him in a second.
Okay.
Unless you want to do it, I'm busy. Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that?
That was a vacuum.
You want to go get the dog?
No. No, dog.
So, Elliot,
What?
I did my own hair yesterday.
Yeah. Last night?
Yep, last night. Does this mean you're going to let me do your hair now?
Mm-mm.
Why not?
I don't want you to.
You don't want me to do your maintenance. You don't want me to touch your hair.
Yes, because my hair is very sensitive.
That's right, huh?
I know you're just doing this because we're not.
Yeah, I was just saying it for their benefit, yes. Because I got one too many comments saying that I'm a bad mom because I did my own hair last night on a whim. I just had enough time and I was like, it's bad enough. I'm just going to whip it out real quick before bed. And people want to tell me that I'm a bad mom.
When they are a bad mom.
Well, if they're even moms at all. But
Or dads, who knows. But I have the best parents, actually. One of the best, both of the best parents on earth.
you have the best parents on earth?
One of the best parents on earth.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's your best parent on earth?
No, one of the best parents on earth.
Okay, well, who's one of your best parents?
No, I'm saying.
Is it me or dad? That's what I mean.
There's a parent tier list.
Do what?
There's a parent, list.
A tier list?
Yes, basically like that.
Okay.
And we're the one literally right below S tier.
S tier? What's S tier?
That's the highest.
Satisfactory?
That's the best one. We're right below that.
We're right below the best. So
we're right at the black line.
Right.
Where
So we're
it separates
almost
to
the best,
B.
but right at good. Great.
Yes.
Got it. Cool. Who is it, me or dad?
It's parent tier list.
Oh, it's both parents.
Yes.
Got it. It's both parents are on this parental tier list, united,
Yes.
close to the bottom of the best. Got it.
Oh, the bottom one is F tier.
F tier?
Yeah, and that's the worst. This gives that kid more nightmares.
Baby, will you go get Orly?
I already told you that. I love you.
I love you.
Let me show you how I make clay tubes. Look. Mom, look, let me show you. I take the leftover tubes. I sprinkle them all in. I rip them apart from the center. And then I push down. And look, I'm also blocking it from going into the holes and out.
Oh.
See? With that side.
Yep.
And then I take the leftover clay for it. And I do this. Look, I put in.
One moment, knife.
Okay, now I almost have it all in there. Square. And then what I do is I take this off. Look, I take this part off, flip it around. Then I take this, put it between my legs, and push with my legs and my hands at the same time.
Oh.
Try.
No, cooking.
Like this. Let me show you. Let me show you, Mom.
Baby, cooking.
All you have to do is look over. And that's why I spew out big tubes. Look, this time I didn't put any pressure. Look, I didn't put any pressure. And there's a little bit of bronze in this. See, at the end there's a little bronze. Then I do this. Push it all into the middle. You ready? Then I clamp. And look. Now feel this. Feel. Feels weird.
It's so very difficult to get through the openings because of what I told you, that there's not enough holes, and clay is so dense that that's why you need the ricer. It will be so much easier with a ricer because it's got larger opening.
Watch the middle.
Hold on.
Ready?
Yep. I'm sorry, but I do have to pay attention to what I'm doing. Oh, yeah. It's going backwards.
And now there's no holes. And ready? This is where all those holes went. Look.
Baby, I'm in the middle of making food, so I can't just stare. I have to be attentive to what I'm doing here.
Undo, push, undo. And then watch these feel first. Feel so weird.
Little stubbles.
And ready? Feel and hold your hand on it.
Sweetheart.
When you can. Okay. okay? It's weird. It's weird.
Come on, flip, bitch. Okay, thanks.
Okay, feel? Now it's trapped.
Mm-hmm.
And then you push with your finger. Now it's a lot easier, see?
Mm-hmm. Let's put it right here. Focus on it, because look, already there's a fly trying to come in the house. It smells the food. Okay, Elliot?
Okay.
I hate not having screens.
Screen. What's a screen? Mom?
Huh?
From the movie, Ron's Gone Wrong. What's up, Barney? Can I get it early?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go get him in just a second, but I'm in the middle of something. Thank you. Oh, there you go. Stomach. Fucking hiccup burp things are so fucking
Ready?
annoying.
Even with some sticking out.
You're right.
Watch that one piece sticking out. See?
Mm-hmm.
It's still there.
Yeah, it's very stiff to work with. Because, like I said, the clay is very dense.
Anytime I do that, look, this happens. There's always little holes in it.
Yes. All right, let's eat our breakfast, baby. Dog. You ready?
Hi. Beep. Go on. She's under the bed.
Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Kimokey! Here she is. She's coming through the front door right now. Kimokey! Kimokey! Here she comes. She heard that. Come on. Come on. Okay, you have to wait for your turn, Orly. The air moving in the house. What's the power at? 18. Windows are open. Hatches are open.
What time is it?
10:16.
10:16.
Dog sounded like it's in the yard. Well, that's dumb.
I ripped the butt off a bee, Mom. Look. I ripped the butt off a bee.
Is that right? Forget sometimes how nice it feels to have your hair done. The wind in my hair. What are you doing, Orbor? What are you doing, Orbor? Hmm? What are you doing? What are you doing? Behind me. I'm in my bathing suit bottoms when which bag I packed them in. Shoved them somewhere when Josh and I got in a fight. Yeah. Are you serious? Okay. So, look for the bottoms. Ooh. Dog. You will get it after. Oh, she's done. Okay, hold on. Hold on, I'll come and get it for you. Oh, it's so freaking hot. It's gonna be a scorcher today. Fuck. see, it makes me look like I have penis. Oh, what's that freaking TV show? What's that movie? Where the whole movie they think he has a big dick, but then as it turns out he just has a really big bush. Zohan? To the top. I think this one is right. What's going on, Wiley? Orleans, 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 Orleans. Just begging with those cute puppy eyes. Orleans, 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 Orleans. Aha! All the ones I want. Oh yes, comfort and coverage. I was worried about falling out of. I hope that's not who I think it is. I just saw a man that's been living over there across the street at her place for a while now. And he's been living in this bus in her front yard. And he looks like this guy who is basically like on the run right now because he's like abused his wife or whatever. I don't know if it's him or not. But I know she hangs out with all these same people. What is this right here? Don't even try me. Do not even. You got breakfast, babe. No, I see what you did there. You just grabbed the first thing that you thought you might get in trouble for touching.
Batteries?
Yeah, like, what do you need batteries for? Like, I know your thought process, friend. I need to go and turn the generator on, I think. Fire the generator up. So, you gonna let me do your hair now?
No, never.
Why?
Never.
Well, you do realize that your hair is gonna mat up into one giant, like, thing, and it's gonna pull. It's gonna start pulling on your scalp all day. And that's gonna give you discomfort and headaches. Oops, forgot the camera. What kind of a live streamer am I? I was just gonna go off and do something. The camera behind. Whoa, 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 whoa. Dude. Please, baby, calm down. You don't have to sudden change ideas and then run. Start the generator.
Can I come?
Said this a few times now. Can you pick up all the trash on the front of the house right there?
I'll be back.
Fucking plastic cup. Others.
I can't believe this thing turned into concrete the day after we got it. Can you?
Look, it looks like a droopy mouth.
Are you filling it up?
No, it's already full.
Put it away.
Do not let go of the string and slap it into the plastic. You've broken it a little bit, so let's be very mindful of that.
Can you do this?
Come here, do it. Just don't slam the handle into the thing. Don't just let go of it like that. Just in case anyone was under the impression that I was in this bathing suit for sexual appeal for anyone, I just wanted to let y'all know. You're wrong! Get that garbage! Oh, so you came in the house like a bat out of hell and knocked like 6 things down. You know, that toilet's knocked over.
What?
Just kidding, it's the hamper.
I know. I walked in here and it was like that.
That's not walking. That's from running and panicking and going, hide as quickly as possible.
I didn't do that.
Come pick up the garbage.
I saw this knocked over and I did this.
Go pick up the garbage
I
and
did
put it in that chip bat box.
And climbed over that, just like that.
The red plastic cup and the black plastic trays, put them in that chip box. And then put the chip box in the wheelbarrow.
Can you help?
Well, no, the point of you doing it so that you can help me. Oh, plug this in. Oh, it is plugged in. Everything's working. Everything's charging. Good, good, good. Ooh, I'm feeling queasy as fuck. Eat your breakfast. Thank you so much. Thank you. GJ. See, I remembered. Thanks, little Brit. Hello, everybody. Hey, Careless Whisper. Hey, Shark Zoo. Hi, Cal. Little Brit. Little Brit, no. I am super duper, like I know my mods in real life. Like, that kind of serious about it. There's one person who is on the list to go on the mods, but she's not in here yet, so. Did it do the thing where I set the subscribers? I'll put on slow mode too. Oh, my scalp is so tight. But if you add me on other platforms, and I have you cross on other platforms, so that's just really the difference. Is that I just want.
I've been playing with that thing a little too long, and this part of my hand is
starting to hurt. Yeah.
Ow!
Ooh.
It's very sore.
You need to stop for a little bit. Give your hand a rest.
Why? What's wrong?
Well, you're gonna bruise your bone, your skin, and your bone.
Bone?
Yeah.
You can bruise bone?
Well, bone has living tissue. Your bones is what makes your blood. Your bones make red blood cells.
You sound so weird. Do I sound weird?
Mm-hmm.
You sound like a lawnmower and the same as So let's do a pitch match, okay?
Pitch match? Okay. Who picks first? Okay, me.
Turbo noise, okay?
I can't do that at the same time as you.
Like this. You go 3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah.
Wait, you do the and and I'll do you do the well, you do the ooh, and I'll do the whatever that weird black thing is. Okay, let's get back. Your turn. No, I mean like for the turbo noise. Like that.
Do it. That was a really that was like a hardcore, like you just basically skipped second and went right to fourth.
Wait, let's do it again. I went to fifth.
Alright, match me. Ready?
Yeah.
You felt that? Did you feel that?
Out.
Well, I wasn't even, like, you gotta... Don't let so much air out.
Oh, my turn.
Don't let so much air out. You're gonna hyperventilate. Okay, hold on. You're breathing too hard. Take a breath and just chill for a second. You're starting to get, like, that face of overwhelm. So just hold on.
Wait, one more.
Here, do this, like, here. Ready? Do it again. Did you feel that?
I did it. Again.
That's cool.
Oh, wait, we did it at the exact same time we stopped.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of creepy.
I love you so much.
Can I have one of those when I'm done?
What? Yeah. If the flies don't eat your food, but I guarantee you, you're gonna have fly friends. So, see, that's like a child. So, that's the kind of person that I don't mind getting rid of for good. Someone who's got, like, there's no redemption arc. Like, you know, they're 12 or 13, just a little boy doing trolling things. What do you mean, help? You cry wolf so much I don't actually trust you when you say you need help, remember? Hold that again and let me get myself situated.
No, I was gonna set it here. I was gonna eat here. Never mind.
Hey! Hi! Hey, no braces! Your teeth look great.
Whoa, y'all! Jesus fucking Christ!
I did.
Alright, let's see. Cut it out, though. Smells so so dry. So, no, Jeff, I will not show you my drippy belly. If you want to see it, you can rewind or watch the live later. Okay, Misty can be a moderator because I do know Misty is cross-referenced and stuff. Oh yeah, it was definitely funny. That's why I did it. I don't give a shit about my, like, I am very secure in myself. I don't give a flying fuck about what anybody thinks about my body. I don't care what my body fucking looks like. That's why I don't care about being in a bathing suit. Like, I don't have modesty in the sense that I'm not shameful, whatever.
Shame.
I'm just, it's a non-issue. Like, nudity or my body in general, I'm not a sexual being. So it doesn't go that way for me, and it's just like, whatever. Like, I'm from Florida. Everybody wears bathing suits all the time.
Yeah, and that's why I have billions.
I mean, more so when I was growing up, because not everybody had air conditioning. So air conditioning really only became super a thing, you know, in the 90s, in the 2000s. Yeah, a little bit. And that's the thing too, is like I remember so vividly being like 15 years old, 14 maybe. I was 13 because I had a bowl haircut. I remember this vividly. So I was like 13 years old, and I would wear like my stepdad's shirts. Like, I would wear his like large man shirts because I was so afraid of my, oh sorry, Orly, Jesus fucking Christ. I was so afraid of like this happening. Like a natural wrinkle showing on my belly. I was so afraid of that. I thought that I was fat. I was as small as I am probably now. Well, I'm a lot more lean because I'm a mature woman. And so like I've lost all my baby brown fat.
Mom,
but
you were a tiny, like maybe like
I was fluffy.
Centimeter
I was fluffy,
bigger.
but in youth. I was like youthful fluffy. I wasn't chubby at all. I was just a child. Natural body. All children do it. Remember how I told you that?
Oh, I thought you were talking about like when we still lived in Florida. I thought you were like talking about when you were 20 or something.
No, I was chubby then. But
You were chubby when you were 20?
I was like 165 pounds. But so
How
it didn't.
much
I
do you
didn't.
weigh now?
Right now, I weigh 132.
You've lost 32 pounds.
I mean, I gained like 100 pounds and then lost it again. So
Gained 100
yeah, well, I was 216 pounds when I gave birth to you. The day I gave birth to you. After I had you, I weighed myself on the scale. After you came out. Before I gave birth to you, I was like, I think I was like 225 or something. Maybe like almost 230.
How much of that fat did you keep?
What do you mean? None of it.
Of the big skin?
Yeah, I just have a belly but that's from the baby. That's from baby. This is from having a baby.
Yeah,
This
that's
is not
what I'm talking about.
my belly never did this before I had a baby. So my skin was always super duper tight.
It was like that.
And I didn't even have stretch marks until you were literally a month late. So if you had been born when you were supposed to be born, then I would not have had stretch marks. But because you were like literally 3 weeks and 6 days late, I had the last like maybe 10 days of my pregnancy, I started to pop out in stretch marks. You were getting huge.
Mom?
He was only 7 pounds 9 ounces.
Mom?
So it's not like he was, you know, a big baby or anything.
Guess what? There was a kid.
He's just on his own time.
Guess how much.
What can you? I don't
What
wanna...
I'm trying to say is, guess how much a baby can weigh, tops.
12 pounds? I think the
Newborn.
heaviest baby ever born was like 14 pounds or something.
Newborn.
Yeah, newborn.
Like right after birth.
Remember, it has to come out of a hole this big, okay?
Bigger than an eyeball.
It stretches, but this is about what it is, just in general.
How big does the hole get? Big as a bus.
10 centimeters. A baby comes out of it, Elliot. Your head is this big at least.
And how big is the hole? No, it's stretched fully out.
Well, I mean, it's like stretched fully out, you know?
Wait, do that again.
No.
Watch. You can actually tell what it looks like when you're a skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
Say.
You want to know a trick so you can
It
help your...
makes you feel like a skeleton.
You want to know a trick so you can help your wife when she's in labor?
Yeah?
So they usually the doctors will check to see how dilated you are by using their fingers to literally feel, like they'll put their finger in there and it hurts. But you don't have to do that. What you can do is you look at the woman in labor, you look at her, what is it called? Butt crack. Literally, you look at her butt crack. And as every centimeter that she expands, a purple line develops right here. And when the purple line is all the way down to the butthole, she's ready. She's fully dilated. It's because your pelvis starts to open up. When you're dilating, your pelvis, all the ligaments loosen so that it can hinge open like this for the baby to like slide out, right?
So technically like a claw machine trying to grab a prize, basically.
But in opposite, exactly. It's like the claw machine
So
is letting go.
wait. So it's basically it dropping it down the chute, so then it'll be a prize.
So the pelvis is like this, right?
Yeah.
And then when you're pregnant and you're ready to give birth, it goes like this, right? And it opens up. So as you're giving birth, or when you're in labor and then you're dilating, it does this. It stretches, so it causes a purple line right up the butt crack. That is like it's like a pressure mark from internal things being moved around, and you can visibly see it literally. And if it's only 1 inch means 1 centimeter means 1 centimeter, and then like as it goes, you can just literally watch it. Me and Dad did it when I was in labor with you. We just that's how we knew.
You just kept watching it.
Well, no, we didn't just stare at my butthole the whole time.
No, not like that.
But
I mean,
every
he
so
kept
often,
staring at the end.
whenever I would after a big section of contractions and stuff, if we were wondering how far along I was, they would just turn me over, look at my ass.
That's hilarious.
Yep. And another thing, if your wife is having a really hard time with labor, give her kisses. Lots and lots of kisses. It makes chemicals. Let me show you. Let me kiss your temple. I'll show you. Come here. Come here. Can you feel the love? Yeah, right? It makes your body make the chemicals so you can feel the love. So when you're husband and wife, obviously you could kiss her on her temple to help make that love feeling come. Mm-hmm. Or you could you're her husband, you could kiss her on the mouth. It's your wife, you know what I mean? So that really makes a difference. It makes all those chemicals start to flow, and it makes it subside the pain. It works like a charm. It does. Daddy kissed me when we were in labor.
Did it still kind of hurt?
I mean, yeah, it still hurts, but it's more like how poop hurts, you know? It's like uncomfortable until you let it out, you know? No hidden gems, not even close.
Can you X this? It's
Where?
the red spot.
Right here?
Yeah. Where's the case? Just died.
Well, the case is still at full charge.
And then the one on the side.
What? Where? Here?
No.
Can you actually show me? Ah, I see it now. My grandma's the one who taught me that. Put an X in it.
And then
You got a mosquito
this
bite, put
one
an
on
X
the
in it
leg.
with your nail.
Oh, it's sore. Oh, it's sore.
That's because you keep messing with it. Don't just go look at, if you,
And then this one.
if you do them, they'll start itching.
And this.
If they're not itching, don't do it.
Then these two.
Okay, you're warning you. If you do it, they'll start itching. That's not anything, leave it alone. That's not nothing. That's from when you pinched yourself, trying to pop yourself. Now stop. You're picking at your skin. Leave yourself alone. Leave it alone.
Then
All
this
right, I
one.
want to do some stretching
Hey,
and stuff,
look.
I think.
My injury's almost out of the way.
I know. Do you see your knee looks like Hannah's does? Hey,
Hey, look, a scar. Like a scar. Show them.
if someone has something like that on their body, maybe ask them privately instead of in front of everybody next time, okay? Kind of embarrassed her a little bit
How?
because she's embarrassed about it. Because she can't make it go away. She really wants it to.
Well, show them this.
Oh yeah, I will.
This is what I meant.
I know
by
you
that.
didn't mean. I know you didn't mean nothing by that either.
This used to be this big.
It did not. You can
It
see
was.
the mark
There's
of where
scab,
it was.
scab all over here because all the blood
So
went.
exaggerator. Your
No,
fingers
all
are so
the-
dirty. Go wash
All
your
the
hands.
let me finish. All the blood went all down here, and it all made like a big.
Did you see
scrape.
Ryder's scrape? That was gnarly, huh? Oh my god, my hair.
Tell them what
It's like
sadly
hair
happened.
again.
Tell them what sadly happened to him yesterday.
He crashed on his new dirt bike. And it was kind of my fault too, because I accidentally told him to ride in that area. I should have known better. I was totally my fault. I felt really bad about that. I told him that too. I was like, I'm so sorry. That was my fault. I totally just wasn't even thinking. I thought it was concrete at the, like I thought it was like light gravel and then concrete. I didn't realize that it was like all gravel.
Couldn't you tell how it was hard for me to push?
No, I wasn't seeing you. I was like trying to keep up, and you were way over there and on the bike turning around, and me and Ryder were in this side area. I didn't see you at all. I was 100% watching him because he was on a dirt bike.
Yeah.
Oh, scary. Babies are a blessing. It's such a miracle. Like, you guys, like, just, if you don't think that conception and birth is a miracle, then you actually don't understand it. You've never actually done enough looking into the process to have enough information. Because if anyone, like, realizes how complex it is and how so many things have to go perfectly right in order for it to work, and it's just, it's wild. Like, the female body, eat your breakfast right now.
I can't watch a movie because
The tablet died?
Banned.
Oh, yeah, you can. Just put it on.
Yeah, but this is dead.
So just turn your volume down a little bit. I'll turn the fan on too. Make more noise.
Can you X this mosquito bite in the middle of my foot?
So anyway, the female body is so crazy awesome. So if, you know how they say that a woman can get pregnant up to a week after having sex? And that is true. So, and the reason is because what the female body does, so if she has an egg that is about to be released, like if she's about to ovulate, the female body will take in the sperm into the sperm will go to the fallopian tubes, and the ovaries will release a chemical signal that literally puts the sperm in a state of like sleep, in like what is it called? I can't remember, something something sinus. I can't remember the word. Anyways, it puts the fucking sperm to sleep, and the sperms just stay there in a static way, just stay there until the egg is released. Because like, so what happens is, so the ovary is like a piece of tissue, and it gets little pimples on it, and the little pimple bursts out an egg. Now that's what a cyst is. A cyst is an egg that didn't burst, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing and growing and growing, and then eventually it bursts. It's very painful. But so the ovaries are just an organ that literally are covered in pimples. Essentially, is what it looks like, you know. But it doesn't really, because it only has a bump when you're ready to ovulate. So anyway, if you're about to ovulate, puts the sperm to sleep, and then when the egg is released, fluid is also released, like a cyst would have fluid in it, right? And in that fluid is a chemical signal that wakes the sperm up. And it wakes them up so they can go right to the egg. I just hit myself in the mouth. Right to the egg. And so, I mean, that's fucking miraculous. Did you know that the reason that they say to drink pineapple juice or whatever to make your taste whatever, it's because the actual fuel that sperm uses in order to propel itself, like it needs energy, right? Where does it get its energy from? It has a food source. Do you know what that food source is? It's literally
Garbage.
It's literally fructose.
Look, see? Look.
Fruit,
Look,
sugar.
Mom. Literally garbage.
Mm-hmm. Fructose and
Look.
sucrose, I think. Or it's
Look.
just fructose. Elliot, I'm in the middle of talking and you're just interrupting.
Watch though.
Baby,
Look.
you can wait.
Look
And I'm
at the
in middle
screen
of-
quick.
No, I'm not going to
Look.
be interrupted. I'm gonna ignore you. If
It's
you try To
funny.
interrupt.
It's funny,
No,
please.
I'm gonna ignore you if
But
you try to interrupt
can you
me.
look
No.
well before you
No.
say what it actually
No.
is? It's
No.
really cool. You can
Mm-mm.
say
Nope.
while
Nope.
looking at
Nope.
this.
I'm absolutely not going to because you
But a
interrupted
big
and you're
hunk of
rude.
garbage gets
I
thrown
am
out
ignoring
of
it because you
Mm.
interrupted. And you
I'm
want to
sorry.
rewind and then you want to try to get my attention in the correct and proper and manner way. Then I'll give you the attention, but I am not going to give you the attention until I am finished. So anyway, fructose is the actual energy source that sperm use in order to fuel themselves into the female body. Isn't that crazy?
Now, can I show you? Look.
Hold on. You say, "Excuse me, Mom," and then I say, "Just a moment," and then I finish what I'm doing. And then I will give you the attention. It's super rude, Elliot. Damn, Misty, that's freaking crazy. I wish I had the ability to do that. Like, I really wish I had the ability. I would love to have foster kids. And I told Josh, actually, so I'm too old to have kids now myself anymore. And Elliot does want sisters and brothers, right? My apprehension comes from
I want a
obvious
brother.
reasons. Obvious reasons. Foster children are in foster care for real serious reasons. And like, I don't know if I want to put my son in a position where our household could potentially have dangerous situations or predatory type situations. So I don't know if I necessarily want to like walk that right into my home. Maybe once he's older, like maybe when he's like a teenager or something and he's already almost out of the house, then I will do it.
Look. Can you look now? What?
Yes, I can look now.
There. Big hunks of garbage or... Yeah, that was it. That was it.
That was it. It was just for the garbage coming out of the dumpster.
Yeah, because I said garbage and...
No way! Okay, hold on, Kel. I'm gonna unmod you and then remod you.
What's wrong?
Okay. Now, Kel, can you see Misty and Barefoot? No, this is literally just a thing with Kel. This has been going on for a while now. Can you see Barefoot and Misty type something? Well, I can't see them now. Okay, wait, they're not in here. Duh. That could be why. So can you see Misty, Kel? So weird. It's literally just Kel that this happens. Yeah, I know, I see you, Misty. It's just Kel who can't see you now and Barefoot. It's just weird. I know everyone else can see Misty. It's literally just Kel. It's been going on for a while now. Bunny Boo, that's exactly 100,000% why I don't foster now. What the hell? What is going on? I just tried to mod her and it didn't mod. This is weird. I've modded you and it's not letting me mod you. So weird.
I have food stuck on my eyes.
Thanks, Kay. Oh, maybe.
Can you X this and this, Mom? These two.
I've literally tried doing it 3 times. I've X'd them enough, Elliot.
Come
You
on.
need to wash your hands. Oh, shit.
Can you X this? What?
Huh? Get out of chat. Right now. What? X what? X what, baby? Can you show me with your fingers?
Mosquito bite.
I don't see it.
Over there.
I don't see a mosquito bite on your face.
It's on my chin.
I don't see a mosquito bite on your chin.
Over here.
Oh, maybe I didn't.
Down up there.
I mean, you have a big red mark right there.
Oh, that. You have had a pimple right there. Oh,
Yeah.
that tip is still in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the thing, Hidden Gems, is the foster children are very adult because they've been through shit, you know? They don't, I know because I'm a traumatized person, you know?
You were a
and-
foster child
No,
at some
but I'm a
point?
traumatized person. No. No, my grandma always took me. But I just realized this yesterday. Okay. The opposite of trauma is playfulness, right? Like when it comes to your body.
Trauma is Alma.
I don't like being interrupted, man. You want me to do something for you, and you're sitting here being.
No, no.
I don't.
Down here, right here, where my fingers.
There's literally nothing there. I obviously can't find it.
Feel it though.
Eat your breakfast
Feel.
now. Eat your
You'll
breakfast.
find it.
There's nothing there, Elliot.
Not a little bump.
No, eat your breakfast. Like what I realized is like I'm not playful. I'm not a playful
Right
person.
on my finger.
You know? Like I'm really not.
Here, it's right. See it now?
No, I still don't see it because it doesn't exist. Except for what you can feel. Please eat your breakfast though.
Push me back up.
Come on, buddy. Stop being just a pest. There's no need for that. You don't have to just be irritational. Let me do your hair. And then I'll give you all my attention. Eat your breakfast. If my check comes in, we're gonna have to go into town. Probably do tomorrow though. Tomorrow. Yeah, you have to grow up very quickly. But so what I realized is that so like even as young as kindergarten, when I was in kindergarten, my mom went to prison, and I remember vividly like the teacher saying like, "Why aren't you coloring, Heather?" And I was like, "Why does it matter if I color? My mom's in prison. Like, what is this? How is, you know?" It felt so meaningless and like pointless to color. because like everything was wrong. But Bunny Boo, you know, honestly, your children may end up growing up to be advocates for people who need it. You know what I mean? Every situation that has happened to me that it was horrific and bad, I've transformed that into being able to now help other people. You know, like it's me. I wouldn't want anyone to ever go through what I went through, ever. But I have to say that I'm kind of grateful that I had the life that I did, because I really love who I am, and I wouldn't want to be anyone else. Ever. Ooh, I'm gonna cry. But for real, I love myself, and I'm grateful for the trauma that I went through because it made me who I am. And I really like the way that my brain works. It's made me a very kind person. You're done. Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you go play with clay, grab your Legos?
Not a lollipop.
No, you didn't complete your meal.
Yeah, but I did complete half of it.
You didn't complete your meal. So, and besides, you're not gonna get.
Spacebar.
What about it?
Spin.
Just leave it alone. You don't get dessert after every meal.
Dessert.
Okay, well you don't get.
A healthy lollipop.
It's not a healthy lollipop.
It's sugar-free.
It doesn't mean. My issues with men aren't from my father. My issues with men are from observational noticing.
Get a lollipop.
I said no. I did not. But see, like here you are. You see what you're doing? I'm at this like place, honey, where I think I'm gonna have to transition into spanking your butt again, and I won't. And I mean just swat with my hand, hop on the butt. I think I'm just gonna have to start smarting you. I really feel like
Smart farting.
I think that you've gotten to a place where you just utterly disrespect me. And what I've noticed in the world is that the parents, there's definitely a spectrum. Like there's going too far in either direction. You know, like spanking your kids can be, that's the only method of punishment that you use, like, and it's your go-to. Like obviously that can be a problem. If you let your kids run free, that can also be, like, the kids that have the most autonomy literally treat their mothers like shit, I've noticed. Like, absolute garbage. That's the difference, is that if a mom tries to be, like, rationalize, like, come on, dude, I literally just, nope. That's getting walked all over. So I think I am going to have to do, even though I have trauma from like abuse, and it literally re-traumatizes me every time I have to spank my kid. Like, I'm gonna have to do that, even though like I'm terrified of it and I don't want to, and I really don't want to. But I think that I'm just gonna have to do that because I am so tired of being disrespected, and there's no end in sight. Like it's only going to get worse because he's getting older and bigger. And so like I just don't think that I have to figure something out. I have to break this cult. Danny, exactly. He literally bullies me. That's exactly that's what I say too. I'm like, where do you even learn that?
Here.
No one treats you that way. Yeah, you're right here, and I say the same shit to you. I'm not talking about your back, behind your back. I'm not talking behind your back. I'm saying the same thing I always say to you and your dad. Like, where does he learn this from? No one treats him. I asked him that literally, like, where do you get this from? Literally, no one treats you this way. You've never been treated this way. What makes you think this is okay? He's a bully to me. 100%. And he picks at me and like does mean things. It feels like I'm in 2nd grade and a boy likes me. I know, Jamie. Kel, I've like tried to remod you like 4 times. I'll have to close mine out and open it up again, maybe. But anyway, so what I'm realizing is that, you know, I've got to find a middle ground. You know, like I'm obviously not interested in spanking at all, so that's not going to be my knee-jerk, like, go-to punishment. I'm going to try to rationalize, but like I am now at this point where I am done. I am done. And so I'm totally going to end up popping his butt here in the near future. I'm done. I'm just done. I'm not going to be disrespected anymore, especially in my own home, especially when, like, I am in this place of suffering, and like the motivation behind doing any of this was to give him the best life possible. And like, so I go through a lot to give my kid the most normal, best possible life I can. And it's really disheartening to give up your entire life for someone. Like, I don't date, I don't drink, I don't do nothing. I have no life of my own. And so my life is his life. And so, and like what he needs and what is best for him, you know? The only thing I do for myself is I work out now. You know, I've been like putting effort into my body because I am withering away like the flower in Beauty and the Beast. I'm a fucking flower in a glass case, petals just falling. I'm not gonna lose the last best years of my fucking life, you know, being sore. No, thank you.
You startled me.
I startled you? Oh, I touched you. I was cracking my hip a little.
You did.
I know, I tapped you. I know, I felt it.
Wait,
I don't want
recreate
to do it
it.
again. I don't like touching dirty feet.
No, recreate it because you hit my toe and it scared me half to death.
Yeah, I know.
I was like this.
I just don't want to, yeah.
I was like, alright, do it again, then I'll recreate it.
That'd be really great. my shorts. No, but where are those shorts? This isn't them. But where are those shorts? What did I do with them? Yay! Yay! Oh my god, I don't have to wear pants. Okay.
Hey Soul family, welcome back to the channel. Hi pile number one, welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at two big things that you can expect next month. Can't wait to get into your reading. Very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the Goldstone, and this is the Osho Zen deck. If you're interested, by the way, in any of the decks that I use, you will find that I always list them down in the description box. And of course, if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Libra, Gemini, Aries, and Cancer. Welcome to your reading, guys. If these are not your zodiac signs, as I always remind you, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Alright, so all of your cards are ready. We will be creating 2 rows in today's reading to check each one of these 2 big things individually. Alright, so let's keep your beautiful crystal there. And I believe, let's do it the other way around, your tarot deck is shuffled as well. Okay, so let's pull out the cards for the first big thing that you can expect next month. So I feel like this one is sliding out, so I'm gonna actually.
I feel like my head is getting turned.
You have. So the first card is Sad News. The second card is the Berkana rune. Awesome. The Berkana rune has to do with fertility. So perhaps this is, we'll check the whole row, but the first initial reaction that I'm getting is perhaps what seems to be sad turns out to be the very creation of something awesome. And there's no way that you're not going to get something great out of what may seem like bad news. Because you know the Berkana deals with the yew tree, if I'm not mistaken. Is it the yew tree that is so fertile to the ground? I'm going to check that. But as I've been reading about the Berkana rune, the yew tree is so fertile that even when the forest burns, the ashes of the yew tree itself makes the soil even more fertile and allowing for the forest to prosper. Now, I don't want to give you any wrong information, so let me check what type of tree is associated with the Berkana rune, and I'll be back. I'm so sorry, it's not the yew tree, it's the birch tree. So, yeah, so you can see that there's no way that whatever news is there, but it's not going to turn into something super. It's a new beginning that will give you so much blessings, and something that will grow in great numbers with the rabbit here. So let's continue to check the rest of your cards. You've got enemy. Okay, so I'm feeling like your enemy takes a jab at you or tries to take something from you. Initially, it looks like it's bad, but it turns to your favor. You know, now as the cards are coming together, what this is reminding me of, like for example, you have, I don't know, you have a colleague who is trying desperately to take a benefit from you. So they take a jab at you, they tell your manager that, hey, did you see pile number one? They've done this wrong and they've done this wrong.
Nice.
And now they're not, I don't believe they're responsible to
give me
take
1
on
minute,
this
finish
role
stretching my left
for the
leg.
company. They're harming it. Your manager speaks to you and you tell them, no, this client actually asked me not to be there and I've done the extra work to keep them informed and to do what pleases them, to continue to be our client. And so your manager assesses
You got it.
jumping into conclusions this way is not a wise trait for someone to take on a role like that. So let's say because of that, your manager promotes you to that role that has been promised, and not your, so to speak, enemy. So that's the type of energy I'm seeing, like an enemy or someone that you don't like, or a situation that you don't like tries to harm you. Initially it might feel bad, but it turns into a great and prosperous new beginning. You've got the family room. You know, the family room is a safe room, right? It's the place where we feel comfortable, safe, entertained, the room where we all connect together. So it is definitely a confirmation here that whatever happens in the next month, whatever that jab is, whatever that move that enemy makes, whatever that enemy is to you, could be a situation that you don't want to happen. It instantly turns into something safe and prosperous. Okay, so let's get more information using your tarot cards. Right off the bat, you've got the star card with silence. I'm already feeling like you're getting stay silent, like stay calm. Silence within. It doesn't mean don't take any actions outside, but really stay calm within. The star card is associated with healing, and it's associated with guiding, but most importantly, it's associated with major dreams coming true. So it's definitely showing it's a time where you want to be calm, because the initial news might not, you may not like the initial news, but it will soon heal and it will guide you to take the right action. You will be guided to take the right actions. You'll just find that you'll have the calmness and the wisdom to take the right action, and right off the bat, you will find yourself right away moving and achieving the things that you actually wanted. This is the type of energy where it might look like it's not good at all, but turns out to be your jackpot. It turns out to be the luckiest thing that ever happens. You know, these unfortunate things that happen in our lives, and we say, we were so lucky, that I was so lucky. Job, and I met my future spouse and we traveled together, and my whole life changed because I missed that bus. It's that type of energy. You've got the Five of Pentacles with the outsider. Yeah, exactly. You have, it's just a feeling.
What?
All right. What? And you have, wow, the Judgment card with Beyond Illusion. Okay. So the Five of Pentacles here shows that previous to this news, or maybe during this news, you will feel like for a moment you are being kept out of something. But that's absolutely not true. You can see the art in the Five of Pentacles here. The lock is not closed. See that? And so you might think you're locked out of something, but really it is the door opening up to a new beginning with the Ace of Pentacles. When you understand, because there's an emphasis on the head here, when you understand the full picture of what happened there, you will feel like the most blessed person in the world.
Sorry, you wanted to go in his house.
And the judgment
You're such a
card,
good boy.
the way, who you are, your situation, also your thoughts about it will rise. There's a huge transformation
What a cute
happening
dog.
to you next month or for you next
Right
month.
in his house.
And it's there to bring harmony in your life with it. So the Five of Pentacles here shows that previous to this news, or maybe during this news, you will feel like for a moment you are being kept out of something. But that's absolutely not true. You can see the art in the Five of Pentacles here. The lock is not closed. You see that? And so you might think you're locked out of something, but really it is the door opening up to a new beginning with the Ace of Pentacles. When you understand, because there's an emphasis on the head here, when you understand the full picture of what happened there, you will feel like the most blessed person in the world. You can see it with the Two of Cups and the Judgment card, the way, who you are, your situation, also your thoughts about it will rise. There's a huge transformation happening to you next month or for you next month, and it's there to bring harmony in your life with the Two of Cups. And you can see the dichotomy of energies right away. You can see enemy here, but friendliness there, giving us the understanding that initially you might feel like it's bad news, you might feel like it's going against you, but you will very quickly realize and understand that if you take it calmly and not suffer as this is happening, if you take it calmly and deal with the situation calmly, you will very quickly realize that it's going full circle and working for you. And it is there to harmonize a difficulty in your life. It is there to for an upgrade, to help you get access to something that you currently don't have access to. Now, it's a bit vague, so let's try to get more information on what it is that you feel you don't have access to, or yeah. So it's the Page of Swords with Mind and the Queen of Wands with Sharing. It's something that you're starting to feel like it's otherworldly, because this is the mummy, and the mummy is associated with, they mummify the kings because the ancient Egyptians believed so much in life that they believed they would continue living, which we all do, of course, after they died, so much so that they mummified their kings. They put the wealth and the food so that they would continue living. And so this is where I'm getting the idea of otherworldly. At the moment, with the plumes coming out of the chimney, I feel there is disturbance in the mind. At the moment, I feel like you're starting to get frustrated maybe. You're feeling like what you want, what you don't have access to, could be a little bit otherworldly. But really, with the Queen of Wands, it's absolutely there for you to enjoy. It's there for you to have an abundance of. And you've got the Berkana rune. This is the month that you will finally get access to that energy, where you will no longer feel like an outsider, that it's very hard to access, that it's not easy for you to get. It won't feel otherworldly anymore in the next month. You will feel like you finally gotten access to it, and you're getting it in abundance. You're not going to feel sad over it any longer. Although initially, you might feel like it's gone from bad to a little bit worse, crying over it for a short span of time, little bit of time, only to realize that this just fueled the growth towards the very thing that you wanted. And so, as a summary, what initially you're going to think is your enemy will become your biggest collaborator and friend, silently and calmly pushing you out, guiding you out of that situation that you felt was not going to happen. Like, imagine you were saving for a new car. For example, your car keeps breaking down, it's not working for you as you try to go to work, it's taking so much out of your savings because you have to fix it every month and you're really frustrated. And the more you save for this car, the more it's taking money out of your savings to fix it. And as if all of this wasn't enough, bam! Someone hits your car and you're crying and you're like, why is the universe making this so hard on me? It was already hard, now I have to lose my car. What am I going to do about this? You speak to your insurance and you didn't know that part of your insurance package, or maybe because you've been careful with your car, I don't know, your insurance, for example, says, oh, it's your right because you didn't do anything wrong, because this reason and the other, we are going to get you a new car, the latest model of this model. And suddenly things brighten up. You don't have to save for your new car. It's like a bad thing, or you felt a bad thing happened only to fix something awesome in your life that you really wanted at this stage of your life. Maybe it wasn't meant to happen the hard way. Maybe it was just meant to happen the easy way. And this is exactly what I see as the first big thing that you can expect to happen in the next month. I wish you all the best of luck with that, my dear pile number 1. Okay, so that's the first thing that I see. Let's now take a look at the second thing that you can expect to happen. The second big thing that you can expect to happen next month. Let's move this a little bit. So, you have bereavement. And you also have the card, the Fehu rune. You keep getting this combination. It's unbelievable. The Fehu rune, I believe, is like, if not the most positive rune, because it's associated with blessings, fortune, wealth, abundance, gain, I don't know, money, you know? So it's really weird. You again get that energy. Let's create space. You again get that energy of feeling an initial feel of loss, of sadness, of something dear initially, only to realize that it's leading to great abundance, to great wealth. Did you see the energy that keeps repeating itself? And at this point, I don't know, perhaps for this pile, maybe it's just one thing that's going to happen next month that we're going to get more information about now, or maybe it's that one thing that leads to two big things happening in your life, because that can't be a coincidence here. It's awesome how the cards, no matter how we change it, keeps giving us the energy that one's meant to hear. Okay, so you have service. Okay. You can see someone honoring their job, doing it with heart and kindness. We've got bad health.
Can I at least show you the one I was going to have?
Okay, let's take a look.
You already had the one you were going to
your
have.
I'm going to show you the one that I want.
So, you've got the 6 of Pentacles.
You already got the ones you wanted. You just
This
had
is
two
the one.
It reminds me in that case of
And I have
things.
You cannot.
Something happens and another thing
just this
great
one, and
thing
then I'll be done
happens
for the
that
day.
balances
Oh, really?
out. It's
Done
also
for the day.
a
Okay.
card of great generosity. So seeing these twins, it reminds me, as mentioned with the yin and the yang, it reminds me of initially feeling like you are losing something important to you, only to feel like you gained something generous, balancing that energy out and not going through the suffering at all. It's exactly as the example of the car, really. Of losing that car, which was so important to you, only to realize that you really haven't lost it.
boundary.
Your insurance is giving you a totally new, different one, which was your goal all along. So that's the type of exact energy I keep getting. For you, you've got the 6, again another 6. The 6 of Swords with burden, and you can see something initially feeling heavy, but you can see the guidance here. Do you see? The alertness, the guidance, your guides right away, the guidance, showing you how to transition out of it instantaneously. You have the 7 of Pentacles with patience. The King of Pentacles with abundance, the sharing, the abundance. You see the type of cards that keep popping up for you. Generosity, abundance, abundance. I can't believe it enough now for you. There is something that you will initially think is your enemy, only to turn out to be your greatest friend and transform your whole life, leveling up in your life. It cannot be anything really but that. And finally, you have the 7 of Swords with politics. You see, it's tricky, but it's going to help you escape, because the 7 of Swords is a card of escape. It's helping you escape something that you have been patiently trying to escape anyway. But it's taking you much quicker to abundance. You can see that here. So initially it's going to give one face, might look.
Please stop yelling at me. I said no. Why? Watch what you know you can. Because you're on restriction. You're out. No, keep your head. Your dad can be your Google. It doesn't matter. Call your dad. You gotta call him anyway. So just have God do it for you. Dude, it's so smoky out. I don't see any of that. I just texted Melissa a few days ago. I did hear from her, yes. When my phone got reconnected, that's when I messaged her. I can't find the message or any of it. That Misty. Weird. I can't see any of it. Maybe she got me blocked now. She seemed okay. Oh, really? Oh, okay. More fake accounts. If he's not home, we'll have to go leave it home. You know, you don't pass him until he's driving. Oh, okay. That is so freaking weird. What is the deal with that person? Like, pretending, literally, she's been in here trying to be nice, and, like, remember I said this when I first made her a mod. I was like, I know this is the same person as Cashify, and they started out as a troll, so I don't trust her. I'll let her be a mod, but I'm not adding her to my Discord group or any of that stuff. I'm not giving her any private access to me. And I just bided my time and just treated Angel like any old regular person, like I would anyone else. And then yesterday, she came in under one of her other accounts and was, you know, talking shit like usual. And it just made me go like, yeah, see, I knew it. My instincts, man. My gut. Dude, it's just weird though, and it's like, I mean, it's just a bizarre thing to do, to like, to be a supporter and to be a troll. Like, it's just very bizarre behavior. Bizarre behavior. From anyone. Yeah, so Angel of Glass, or whatever, who's been the new mod only on YouTube, I allowed them to be a mod because, and I didn't let them know that I knew who they were. I was just like, oh yeah, no problem. And then I was like, add me on Discord so that I can, you know, check out who you are. And so I did that, and I found out that they were the same person. So we all went and looked at their photos so that we could familiarize ourselves with that person. And then just kept our eyes peeled for any kind of weird and off behavior. And then yesterday that happened. Yeah, Julia, see, that's what I'm talking about. So, like, it's just one of those things. I gave her the opportunity because I would rather give people the benefit of the doubt and let them show me that I can't trust them, rather than me just go around being so, like, assumptive about everybody, you know? Yeah, but it's not mini-me. It's just totally just bizarre, parasocial, you know. I mean, I was pretty sure that the only reason they were nice was to try to put me into a false sense of security. But that's why to Little Brit, that's why I don't just mod people and then give them access to my Discord. You know what I mean? Like, that's not why. Kel still doesn't have access to my Discord, I don't think. And she's been a mod here for a while, you know? But, like, it's because I have to be careful because I have people who want to do me harm. So if they have access to my private information, they would attempt to try to do me harm. So I don't let anybody in a place where I put my address and stuff. What? Aww. Damn, dude, my butt cheeks stick out farther than my tailbone. So exciting. Tell him to look up the name of the movie. You can't find the movie? So maybe it doesn't actually exist. Can you put her down? She doesn't want to. Thank you. Good job.
Can I look it up?
Yeah, go ahead. With your dad on the phone. Stay there with your dad. Daggum money. How did you open up the freaking code? How did she do this? Look what Money did. She can do that.
like one energy only to help you escape and realize it's a totally different energy. This is something that's not going to take time. The way you will get it is what's going to take time. And so overnight, your abundance show works. And so you can really see that with the service team, this is an entity that is genuinely serving and not you're getting the guidance of take good care of yourself. Because we've seen with the silent, with the stone card, the idea of silence, slow. Let's see what this card is saying. Let's pull out the card and see exactly what it's saying. Exactly. Great. And then breakthrough. Not this thing. Yes, this is the judgment card because the strength card is
What?
the courage. Alright, so this is the justice card. If you come to balance,
Shipwreck.
justice is balance. Things will come into balance and you will break free from this situation. So please don't worry about it. Please. Welcome King of Wands with Creator. This is like the King of Wands. Full throttle power. Full power.
Isn't that the movie your dad downloaded for you? Didn't your dad download that for you?
Stay in balance.
Barefoot. Are you in here? Yes. Could you look and see if you could get the Chipmunks Chipwrecked movie for Elliot? If it's on your thing. For free. Okay, cool. She's gonna look and see if she can get it for you. He says thank you.
This one's brand new. This one has been used. I think I just like my phone.
Careful. Sure. Sit down and do it. Don't do it while you're standing up. Try to climb over there. Go do it. Sit down. Yep, I sure am. But not on the site that I think you're thinking about. Yeah, Mike, seriously, dude, I actually have muscles on my butt, like when I sit on the ground, I'm not sitting directly on my tailbones anymore.
Look, the trailer, okay? 34 seconds long. Want to see it?
No, baby.
Look, let's see what the photo looks like. It's in there, the Titanic trailer.
Buddy, it'll mess it up. It'll, hold on, please.
Don't let it affect your health. This temporary news that you might hear. It's really not here to harm you. It is here to put you on track. And I feel like this is fated for you because this always reminds me of meditation and goods. So something seems to be fated for you, especially that we got the justice card here. This is really helping you break through from the situation that you've been very patient for quite a while. And so
Okay, you gotta get plugged in now, right, though? Good job.
Break out of your silence. With silence, you will have a break. You won't have to go through it feeling bad. I paused because I was just listening to Joe Dispenza this morning, who was saying that at some point he had some bad news. I don't know if it was an accident or, yeah, I think it was an accident. He broke his vertebra, and I think the nurse told him that the doctor told him that he wasn't going to.
So I should brace myself for something really bad, is what you're saying.
As I heard from this YouTuber explain that when he went back home, he stopped anyone visiting his place of his nurse that would help him, and he 100% focused his energy, eliminating the thoughts, and 100% gratitude. You feel that? This allowed his body to heal.
This new tooth is growing in.
I know that this is one of the big directions that he teaches people during his camps, getaways. And so I have a strong message here for you of guidance. Of during that time, whenever you hear this bad news or any news in life, I am getting guidance for you to change your fate, to change your destiny, to have a breakthrough constantly. That this is the time when you want to pause and shift, like try to gently take yourself out of these negative thoughts. It's okay to cry, it's okay to mourn, but about the thoughts, to gently eliminate them and focus on that time on gratitude. Like, first write your plans, see what you're going to do and everything, so that you can calm your mind at least for a little bit, and focus on gratitude. It does miracles to the body and to the outside world. You will see your outside world shift constantly in every single situation. I've read stories about people who have gone through a lot of difficulties in life, and I'm constantly inspired and also flabbergasted about how they shift their situation and their life and when getting into the energy of gratitude. This also reminds me of, in Hinduism, Kali, especially the form of Baglamukhi. She's one of my favorite forms. Hold on, let me check. Yes, Baglamukhi. I don't know why I doubted myself. I didn't want to give you wrong information. So Baglamukhi is one of my favorite forms. And she teaches you that it is that point in time where we are the most vulnerable, and we are about to panic and about to get all the surge of negative thoughts. This is the time. Baglamukhi means the light, by the way. So this is the form of Kali that brings light. This is the point in which, it's funny, this is the point in which silence shifts everything for you. When you are silent and calm during that point, this is when you energetically shift your situation for yourself. This is the ancient teachings. This is what constantly works. And so obviously the news at its initial point may be a tough pill to swallow, might be very painful. This is the time where it's not guiding you not to work towards it, not to plan it. Do everything that you need to do. But the most important thing, to shift everything energetically for you, and the energy of abundance is all over your reading, is to stay calm. And you're either gonna go through this. In all cases, you're gonna get the abundance. The energy is already written there for you. So it's either you go through it and affect your health, or you go through it without affecting your health and turning your mental power, your energy into something strong. Who knows, maybe healing so many inner wounds, or healing so many past traumas, or becoming stronger energetically, like making a stronger root chakra as well as a sacral chakra and a solar
I was
plexus
literally
chakra.
just
These are the
thinking of
colors
my
that I'm
root
seeing.
and soul,
And
solar
having a
plexus right
huge
now.
breakthrough quickly instead of having to experience it and feel like it's taking long. So this is my honest reading to your pile, my dear pile number one. Next month, whether you endure it or not, something is going to begin and it's going to turn into a great benefit for you, huge blessings. It's that transition through it, how you experience it, that matters the most in that huge event turning into a blessing next month. So next month, consider that your life is changing. You are changing as a person, especially if you honor this energy and take it powerfully. You train yourself to get into the energy of gratitude, and you can train yourself before that event to 2 or 3 times a day. Give yourself 5 minutes to fully get into that energy of gratitude, especially when you wake up in the morning. You wake up on the right side of the bed for the rest of the day. And remember, when it's time that you're feeling the most scared, this is the time to pause and to center and to get into gratitude. Thank you, universe. Thank you, God. Thank you, spirit guides. Thank you, me, for doing this for me. Thank you for this. Thank you for that. I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for that. Thank goodness I have these things in my life. Thank you for this. Thank you. Get into that energy. And really you will watch miracles happen in your life with that. So as I can see, I believe this is an event perhaps leading into 2 huge blessings in your life, or one major one. And your guidance is to go through it gracefully and calmly. My dear pal number one, this is exactly what I see in your reading, a major change in your life next month. I truly hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number one, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.
Yeah,
Hi,
Mike,
pile
it's totally
number
working.
2. Welcome to.
It's definitely working what I'm doing. No, this is the best tarot reader in the world. It might take a little time, but if you watch her videos, eventually she will tap into your energy, and it's weird. It's crazy. She's like drew my tattoo one time to let me know she was talking to me. And I screamed. I was like, oh my God, are you fucking kidding me? Like, what? Like, that's real screaming. The only thing that I don't like about getting muscular is that my face gets so skinny. That's like my body loses weight and fat. It gains and loses weight evenly. So if I get to be a big, like 200 pounds, I wasn't like huge, obese looking. I just looked like a big girl. I had a huge round, my face was bigger, my shoulders were bigger, my back was bigger. I was just bigger everywhere. My thighs, my arms, I could put my hand like this on my arm like that. Like, and it was like completely, my hand completely covered my arm was showing, you know, like my hand was touching my arm flat. So I was big, really big, but just big all over. All right, I need to look at. I guess pile number 2 is the one my brain wants.
Your reading. Today we're taking a look at 2 big things that you can expect in the next month. Can't wait to get into your reading. As I always remind you guys, if you're interested in any of these decks that I'm using and you want to know their names, you will always find that I list them down in the description box for you guys. Okay, so very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful citrine. Some of you have chosen this pile using the Knight of Wands in this deck. And of course, if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Pisces, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your zodiac signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. All right, so the way we're going to be doing your reading today is that we're going to be dividing each one in a row. So 2 big things to expect in the next month. Each one will be on its separate row. It's interesting, for pile number 1, they got the same message in both piles. Maybe these are 2 similar things that will happen next month, but I feel it's one big thing perhaps that's going to happen for them. And it's repeated in both rows. Maybe it's one thing, that's why there's similar energies, and it's going to result to 2 things. So yeah, we're just going to let the cards speak for themselves and see what it is that you can expect next month. The 2 big things that you can expect in the next month. Right, so let's check out the first thing. I also feel that card sliding out. Let's take that. You've got the Awaz rune. Okay. You have sad news. It's interesting. That's the same card that popped in pile number 1. It's funny, we were talking about pile number 1. I guess if you were drawn to it, I highly recommend it. And you have wife. Okay. You also have bad health. That's the same card also that popped up in pile number 1. By the way, it was an awesome reading. So if you want to check it out, please do. Let's see how that manifests.
Out of all the 300 cards that she has on the table right now, the same 2 fucking cards popped up. She's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decks, 6
the
decks.
The Justice card. Where did I see? Oh, yes. You've got the Justice card, right?
The only reason I'm working out is because
You've
I want to be able to move.
Swords.
Yes, Chipwreck. Thank you so much. She found it. She's gonna get it tonight. So you'll have it maybe tomorrow or the next day, okay?
And you've got the 2 of Swords. Do we have space? Yes, we do. You've got 2 last cards together. The Page of Swords. Both have to do with a movement here, because this Page of Swords is taking a leap. And you've got the Knight of Swords with the albatros bird. So this is really cool. What I am seeing here for you. Let's put them like this. What if I push this out a little bit? There we go. You can see your cards. So,
Fine.
The Awaz rune is a rune of trust. But by the way, it's also a rune of partnership, since you have wife as well. But in any case, let's first take the idea and then look at the details. The Awaz rune is a rune of trust, loyalty. So with sad news, I'm seeing the idea of you might get an initial bad news, but trust that this news is happening for you and not against you. Trust that you will be moving forward, that it will carry you, because it's a rune of horses as well, that it trusts that it's going to carry you somewhere. And you can see it here.
It's the first time she's even talked about bad news.
Card.
Usually she's always spinning everything like
pack of seeds on one hand,
like completely like it's. She usually doesn't even talk about like
pack of seeds
weird.
on the other. I really feel
coming.
like you think your world is moving and growing in one direction with this news, but really you will be surprised to see that it's growing and moving in a totally different direction. On the other hand, you know, as mentioned, the Awaz rune is a rune of partnership. Just like wife, it's here to collaborate with you. It's here to be loyal to you. It's here to help you. It's here for you to fall in love with it and not for you to suffer through it. So it's that initial news of feeling like, oh no, I'm stuck with the Eight of Swords. I can't see ahead. You can see that this figure in the Two of Swords is falling into a child pose, feeling scared, trying to get safety. But really, do you see the movement here with the Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords? It is definitely going to take you far in life. First of all, you're going to bypass this news very quickly. You're not going to suffer through it long. It's like that initial hit that feels bad, but really it's taking you far in life. It is that news that might initially make you feel bad, but with the Six of Swords, it will help you transition in life, take you from one world to a totally different other that you prefer, move you to calmer
Georgia.
waters. And it's interesting
I literally
that
have butt cheeks.
this type of energy
Like I'm putting my hand on
keeps
my butt and
repeating.
like
It
I
makes
can
me want to
feel
look at the
curvature
chart,
to my
the
ass. I have
astrological
literally
chart
never had before.
for next month. What's going on? I'm not an astrologer,
Like,
but
right here.
I don't know what's going
It's
on.
like there's
I
roundness
guess
to it.
if you are an astrologer, please
And like I don't even
let
have
us
to
know.
try to
Nothing
pose
really
or
is
anything.
catching
Like, it's just a butt
my
now.
attention. If you know if there's like a general energy
butt
that's going to
there.
be
Look, it even
affecting
sticks out when
most
I
of us,
tuck in.
please let us know in the comment
There's a
section,
butt,
because this is
almost.
like repeated energy. But one thing is for sure, this energy is meant to be loyal to you,
I just
to
want this
partner
right here.
with you, to take you to another
Some
fate.
roundness
And
right
it's
here.
not here to make you feel sad or affect you in any way. Again, let's check out the bad health card, just as we've done in pile number 1. You have the Three of Pentacles, and you've got the Eight of Pentacles. Really good. This is talking about how working with something will make you master it with the Eight of Pentacles. So it's kind of like work with that energy and it will make you a master. This is making me feel how when we first are dealt, I think the little difference between this pile and the other pile is that when we're first dealt with a challenge that we don't have any skills to handle, we're first very shocked by it. But the more we work with it, the more we master it, and it starts becoming a blessing rather than what we initially thought was a bad thing. Think of that first time when you started working and your manager gives you this task and your heart sinks. You look at that Excel sheet, for example, or whatever you're supposed to do, and it looks so complicated. And you're already full of fear and you don't know how anyone can possibly do that task. And as you work with it, you try to understand it, you sit with someone who explains the basics to you, you try to fill it up every day. And as time goes by, you start to understand what each row is talking about, and you go, oh, I get it. And you're happy. You start at least progressing in the first part of that Excel sheet, for example. And then as you understand more about how the company works, you start understanding why there is another section below it, and you start getting that courage to start working and understand it, and so on and so forth. After some time, that Excel sheet is nothing to you now, but the amount of experience you've gained is a huge blessing in life. So that Excel sheet was able to kind of explain to you how the whole business works. You're able to lead other teams through your understanding of that Excel sheet. You are able to understand on your own the different departments at work, what each one is supposed to do. You start to make better conclusions, save up on this and put more efforts towards that, and you start becoming that expert. One day, of course, as you learn other things in parallel to it, you become that expert. but deep down you know that it's really started out with that Excel sheet. You were so blessed that you got to work on this Excel sheet. So it's that type of energy that I'm seeing. Nothing really that will ruin your life in any way. In your pile here, this is not about something being taken from you. This is not about something bad happening in your life. This is perhaps something that you have to do, for example, that initially you will feel really bad about, thinking, oh, is this my fate? I don't like this. I don't like doing that. And the reason I keep saying doing is because we understood with the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, it's about working through something and mastering it. And so initially you will feel like, oh, I hate this fate, for example. I hate that I have to do this. I don't like what I'm doing. And as you work through it, you realize they were your guiding stars. They were really teaching you to master something, and it's changing your fate to something else. In fact, mastering that energy will lead you to a fate much better than the one you are in. And it's like a skateboard. It's like wings that will move you from one part of your life to a new chapter that is much more fulfilling, and a direction that you wanted to go towards much, much faster. And I say much faster without efforts because, as you know, the albatross, I was gonna say rude. The albatross bird doesn't flap its wings all the time. It learns to use the wind and the pressure to its favor. And so it can go for hours using the air pressure and the wind to carry it. And when it needs to flap its wings, it would flap its wings again. And that's the mastery I'm seeing you picking up. Like hard work in the beginning to master something so that you later on can be so comfortable, go miles and miles and miles ahead. And without much effort, things will move very quickly for you without much effort. And so if you have an open mind, you would realize that this is your partner. This fated thing is your partner. It's here to teach you something. So don't feel overly bad about it. Work with that energy, and it shall give you back more than you can imagine, because it's going to take you far in life. So is this like a new task that you're going to be taking in your work? Is this a new responsibility that you're going to carry, perhaps? It's definitely something new that I feel with the Sun is you won't feel like working with. You won't feel like doing. But really, as you're working with it, you're going to start realizing early on that this is going to teach you so much. You're going to feel blessed the minute you start working with that energy. Because with all of these pentacles, they remind me of points. It's like with ticking off a task almost. With every part that you finish, you're going to go, oh, I get what the universe is doing here. I get what I'm learning here. I get what this is going to do for me very soon. Okay, so this is the first big blessing. How about we pull some cards before we move on to the next one and see in what areas of life is this going to be for the collective? What does this one do? Wow, Ten of Pentacles. For a lot of you, this is like, I would say with the Ten of Pentacles usually like maybe wealth, materializing something that you've always wanted. But this Ten of Pentacles gives me such beautiful energy. I always love this Ten of Pentacles. It's definitely one of my favorite. Is someone living...
I don't know if I'll ever get used to the fact that we're supposed to stand like this. It just feels uncomfortable to tuck my glutes in the way they're supposed to be. I feel like I'm supposed to do that. Like, but it's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be like this. And it just feels wrong. It feels so wrong. I'm not like tucking them in, like that. I'm just like standing. I mean, it feels better now that I have glute muscles. Like it doesn't feel as awkward as it did before. So I think that I might have like that dipping back thing going on that I've just like started doing because I don't have an ass. and I thought that stretching maybe would, like, stretching this out would make me look thinner, and but I don't know. But it's definitely from habitual posture, I can tell. Thank you, guys! But you're not supposed to have an arch in your back, you know, like that.
A simple, happy life.
Oh, and no, I was making a funny face because I was.
And so-
yeah, exactly, Terry.
I'm not talking about the fact that it's not
but
only
I was-
wealth is
I'm
important
moving my hips
for a world.
in my socket.
Definitely. But I see this person being happy. I see this person getting everything that they want in life and really feeling the gratitude. So I would say this is taking you to a place where you get to enjoy life to the fullest. And you will get to a place where you get everything that you wanted in life and more. And raising your head to the heavens and feeling so blessed for the beautiful life that you have gotten to live. And I really feel this is the card. I was going to pull some more, but I really feel this is the card for the collective here. It's you feeling
And when I smell the exhaust
living
generator.
your utmost life. Whatever this means for you.
Will you bring me that alarm?
And this is an energy that is speeding things up for you. Maybe you just don't know how to do it, and this energy is partnering you to take you there much faster. And movement. It is there to carry you faster. Sometimes we are blinded towards the things we need to do in order to get to where we want to be. Consistently avoiding what we need to do, rethinking that we don't have to do it. Only when we get a good mentor, a good manager, a good like parent who has experience, or anything like that, a coach that would tell us, you really need to be doing more of this to get to that place. This is when we're lucky, when we get that mentor. And if you don't have that mentor at the moment, your universe is being your mentor. It's giving you something that anyone would not like when their mentor would tell them, you need to do more of that. And like, initially you would get that feeling and go, really? I have to do more of that? But I hate that. And your mentor would tell you, well, you have to learn to love that, because this is what's going to carry you to where you want to be. For example, if you're learning to have the muscles to win in the Olympics, since the Olympics are going on at the moment, you would have your coach saying, I know you love to eat that, but it's really affecting your health. And sometimes you got to do the right thing if this is your dream. I know you don't like that specific exercise, but my dear, you got to do more of that, specifically that, because that is the exercise that will train this muscle that will help you.
She's talking
move
about fucking
swiftly
exercise.
when you want to do
Come
that
on.
move that is important for you. Same with saving money. I know you want to get these things; they're important. They bring you joy to life. But my dear, do you want your joy now, or do you want your real joy of living a financially abundant, free life? My dear, I know you want your health. This is your nutritionist speaking. I know you love to eat this, but is it this or is it the health you're looking for? And so on and so forth. And when we don't have a mentor, sometimes our life becomes our mentor. And this, what I'm seeing exactly here is your partner, someone who will work with you. That energy is here to work with you, to carry you through, seeing what you're not focused on, to help you understand what you need to work on, to master, in order to very quickly move towards the thing that you want. What is that thing? It is leading to a fulfilling life, living a well-rounded life, getting everything that you want in life and more with the 10 Pentacles. Okay, so it's starting out for you, my dear, pile number 2 next month. Consider yourself having a mentor called the universe. Okay. Next big thing that I see happening for you the next month. You've got the Tiwaz. Okay. That's here. And you have the grief and adversity. What can I tell you? I think just like pile number 1, and I would definitely advise you to watch pile number 1. You might get a lot of information perspective from the cards there. Right, so Tiwa's rune in conjunction to grief and adversity. Tiwa's responsibility.
You can have graham crackers, you can have
something that you may not like again, that will, just like an eagle, that will make you feel like you have a big responsibility, that will make you feel strong, that will make you feel like you want to carry the actions needed to bypass that. You've got servant. I kid you not. I kid you not.
Mom.
Pile number 1 got the servant card.
Mom.
It was, I think, the male servant in pile number 1. But in any case, they got the exact card.
No, I want a snack.
This energy
You can have some
is
salad.
here to serve you. And
You
I
can
think if
have
you think I'm being
the,
redundant, I'm honestly just
Cheez-Its.
reading your cards. These are the cards
There's
that are
not really
popping up
much
today.
to go on.
This
We're poor.
energy is here
Can we
to
ask the
serve you
neighbors?
and is here to make you a
What?
strong person capable of being free and to move wherever you want to go one day.
No, you can just eat what you
You
don't
have-
particularly want to,
Great fortune.
and be
I
grateful you
want
have
to
something
be-
to eat at all.
But in pile number 1, that is the type of cards, and they got great
There are
fortune
Cheez-Its.
from a tarot card. I think
No,
they have
you can have Cheez-Its.
great fortune.
Why
written.
can't I have a
The King
gumball?
of
Can you reach
Pentacles, let me
yourself?
check.
No.
Then
It was abundance.
Well, without a
You
spoon,
gotta
I
check pile
can't
number 1
reach
from
that.
today. So you've got great fortune. And can you see? I'm really being honest here with you. It's sad news that is making you hold responsibility. It's serving you towards great fortune. Okay, is this 2 energies in that case for you or just 1? I'm not sure. I think we've got to wait and see. It could be, and I will tell you the same thing I told pile number 1. It could be
Only one.
one
There's
energy
2.
repeating
I know.
itself.
Pick one.
It
Only
could
one.
be
And you'll have
one
another one
energy
for later or
leading to
tomorrow.
2 great things.
I like this.
You got
Elliot, if you
10
eat both of them,
wands
then I will take them out of your mouth and throw them in the trash.
and the Fool card. See, 10 of Wands is an end of a difficult
Now, pick. Yeah. There you go.
of
Just
heaviness.
put it right there. I'll put it away
And the
later.
Fool card is the beginning, right? It's
Thank
the
you for
beginning of an
listening.
injury.
Good job. I'm
And
really
so
proud of you.
this definitely talks about how you're going to be, for a short span of time, carrying something heavy, and bam, you start a new beginning. It will give you that power to go against the grail. Like, imagine the currents of life, such as the economy, the increase in prices, and maybe the health as you're getting older and older by the year, the health going against you. What
No,
else?
thank you, girl boss. We'll be
And
all right.
the pollution, the
What?
environment, whatever it is that's happening.
Get the tablet.
Get the
This
charger.
is training. This is a little bit of training in a little time from the universe to give you the muscle, just like a salmon, to go against the grail. For the world to be going one way, but you have the power to go the other way. Nothing affects you. You move very quickly. So yeah, it's like a mini crash course from the universe. You got the 3 of Cups, the Queen of Swords,
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
you've got the
But yeah, no, we're good.
and you've got 2 extra
I've
cards.
got my
for 3,
check coming
which
in.
we'll check
We'll be
in
fine. We got enough
Let's put it
groceries
under the
yesterday to get last
that's
couple
a
days.
guidance here.
He just wants garbage. He
Okay,
just
so
wants
the
stuff.
Queen of Swords. Look at the eagles here. Can you believe this? From 2 different things. This can't be a coincidence. Someone who's got the power to do anything. And I was just gonna tell you that. The Queen of Swords is disciplined. She knows what to do. She's experienced. Emotions don't affect her. And so this mini crash course is going to, in a short span of time, give you the knowledge, give you the power, the discipline, the control to be able to do what you need to do when you need to do it without your emotions interfering in your way. This crash course will lead you to great fortune and will allow you to achieve the dreams that your heart desires. This is a major arcana. This is gonna take you towards a huge dream that you want. I see you next month celebrating this inundation of blessing coming into your life. I see you next month.
She's trying to bump into my cell phone, but she
working
can't.
very hard, feeling like
She's trying to bump into my phone, but she can't. So she bumped into the door. That was funny. She always likes to loop my phone. It was funny. And she paused it.
I'm so motivated. I'm gonna take it through. And towards the end of the month,
My Cash App is the same as it is my name here.
I've just
So, you want to donate $5 million?
from
Go
the
ahead.
universe on how it wants me to behave. And the sooner you pick up the idea of what it wants to show you, the more you allow it to be your guide, the faster you take yourself out of this energy. We're asking about
If
next
someone were
month,
to
and I'm seeing
donate
the Three of
$5
Cups.
million to me,
I'm seeing
they
that
would
you
make that money
just
back
as you
in publicity.
are carrying a heavy load next month, trying to learn something, master it. I'm also seeing you celebrating. This makes me think of habits, you know, because the habits take 21 days to form, or so they say, most of it. So maybe this is talking about habits since it's starting hard in the beginning and then you're celebrating it towards the end of the
Well, I
month.
don't know if you mean
Maybe
bends.
it just takes a habit that you follow through to bypass that energy. And once you get that
Oh
habit,
no,
you
Kelly,
move
it's
very
totally
quickly.
fine. We're good.
So I think this is a matter of mastering a habit and not particularly
good.
a skill. I could be wrong, but
I'm just
this
not
is
going to pass up the
definitely
potential
giving me
opportunity
an
for
idea
$5
of
million,
habits, of how
even though
when
I'm
you
skeptical.
are forced to
Highly
take on a
skeptical.
new habit and work through it or work towards it day by day. By 3 weeks, you're like, hey, that's not so bad. I can do this. And the more you move into this habit and becomes your everyday thing, once something appears in your life with that type of habit,
My
you're
elbow
like,
doesn't
I
stay
got
straight
this.
like this.
This is nothing. I'm good. I'm so proud of myself
Why
that
don't
I've
you
built
do
this
that?
habit. Like, for example, let's say you started exercising. And after 6 months or 1 year, life takes you to a beautiful hill. Now that you're climbing up and down in this beautiful, luscious hill in this awesome city, now you're like, what a
Now she's
blessing.
talking to exercise again.
That I live here. Going up and down the
It's
hill
so
for you
crazy.
now is nothing.
Now she's like.
But before, this could have been the saddest thing in
I
life.
turn my elbow.
You might have felt like life is stopping you or preventing you from doing whatever you want to do. You won't be able to see this beautiful hill and enjoy it because to you, it feels like the universe is making it hard for you. How are you going to go up and down this hill every single day and be on time to go to work and go prepare, like have the energy to buy your groceries and prepare your meals and so on? You see,
Dude, she's literally talking
for
about my
example,
life. Are you listening to
also,
this?
with wealth, prepare it, like have the energy to buy your groceries and prepare your meals and so on. You see, for example, also with wealth, if you are prepared, if you're in that habit of saving money and being careful with your spending, if something happens, you're okay. You've got your money saved. You have the time to look for a job, or maybe even better, you're able to finance yourself and build your project. Or even better and better, maybe you're able to find another job and take that money and invest in something now that the prices are down in other areas, for example. So
Did you get yourself a nail?
all I'm trying to say is that this habit that the universe is pushing you towards, that you will master next month, will be the very thing towards the end of the month that jumpstarts another huge path to you getting great fortune.
They're the exact
look
same
identical.
size.
There's no coincidence that they're lining together.
Don't get clay
This is
everywhere.
gonna be
Don't
a
do that.
big
Not my daddy's
shift
computer.
in your life, a major change in your life that's going to change who you are, and it's going to change your path, and you
Now
will
it's
begin
bright.
a path to abundance, and you having the capability of going against the grail and having that confidence to say, you know what? I'm not going to go on that path anymore. I'm actually going to go in the opposite path. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. My life is in order. I'm able to take this new beginning through. I feel like I'm so blessed, and you're starting a new journey, moving smoothly and very quickly towards
Guess
the
what
end
it is?
of
It's
your
a
life.
bike seat.
And my dear Kyle, number
Bike
2, this is exactly what I see for you. A habit that is
It's on my
the
back. It's on my
universe
back.
is helping you form, that really it will take you far in life. Towards the end of the month, you will feel fortunate because maybe it's
On my
not
rib.
just, it's not already there, but you being able to take different steps and move towards the right path will be your biggest blessing next month. Your feet will be touching a different ground next month because of that simple habit that the universe is pushing you to do. This is exactly what I see in your reading, my dear Kyle.
Come on, baby.
I wish you the best of luck next month. I love your story.
Did she say that habit the universe is pushing you to do?
Yes.
And she was just talking about exercise? Dude, this is wild how this woman is in tune with me. Baffles me sometimes. I want you to do what you're supposed to do, shoulder. Like, just do what you're supposed to do, and like life will be easier for both of us. Stop moving. That muscle right there. Up. Good. It hurts right where it needs to. Thanks, Puzzle.
I know you got this. The universe knows you got this. And if you've enjoyed your reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear Kyle number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Oh! Hold up, if you're still here, these 3 cards are for you. 2 of Cups, 10 of Swords, and the King of Cups. That's the Mountain Weight. I have a message for you. It might sting, this habit, as you get out of something, because this 10 of Swords is using the lessons that she's picked up before to get out of something hard. So if you train yourself She's using these lessons to get up. If you train yourself next month, follow through on the promises, the new promises and the new habits you're taking on, just like the mountain goat. You'll be watching yourself take on steeper journeys that you've never taken before. You'll see yourself reach the mountaintop of where you want to be, and energy will be flowing for you so easily. It will work like a motor. Ding, ding, ding. It will work automatically, and I felt something about things working automatically for you when I saw the albatros, where they don't have to flap their wings all the time. So it's that energy of building that muscle and things moving, flowing in your life easily. Trust that habit that you're going to take on next month. You're going to reach the peak. And I'll catch you in the next reading, my dear pile number 2. Bye. You'll reach the peak. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at 2 big things that you can expect next month. Can't wait to get into your reading, but very quickly let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful white agate. Some of you have chosen this deck, and this is the Rider-Waite deck, obviously through the Knight of Wands. And if you picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, and Virgo. Welcome to your reading, guys.
Golly, that's hard.
And these are not your zodiac signs. Please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so the way we're going to be doing this reading, since there are 2 things that we're going to be exploring, is that we'll have one role for each. And this way we can explore each in detail. Alright, so what are the 2 big things, my dear pile number 3, that you can expect next month? Alright, let's begin with the first. I do see this card sticking out, so I'm going to take that. I also see this card sticking out. Yeah. Let's see what they are. We've got the Hagalaz rune. Go. And you have official person. It's so interesting. I cannot tell you how in the 3 piles today we're getting very similar energies. It's really crazy. There must be something going on astrologically next month. Right, you have joyfulness, exact reading, but you have a different detail with official person. Alright, so you've got official joyfulness, and you have rich girl. Okay, so your reading is very detailed. I love this for you, my dear pile 3. Let's check out the tarot cards. So you've got the 8 of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the 7 of Swords, and you've got the 7 of Wands, 2 sevens. Okay, so what am I seeing? I am seeing something that's going to cause an
For every spam message, you get 5 minutes. 10 minutes.
initial disruption, because you got the Hagalaz runes, the rune of disruption, change. Some of you, it could be delays with the Hagalaz rune, like a delay, something that will initially make you feel like you're stuck with the 8 of Swords, make you feel like you genuinely don't know what to do. You know, I'm picking up from the 8 of Swords helplessness, to be honest, more of helplessness. Initially,
Fucking wasps.
you might feel stuck and helpless. And I say helpless because in contrast, you have official person and the Knight of Swords. And this is a powerful person. This is a person in control, right? Helplessness in control. Someone who knows what to do and nothing can stand in their way.
Looks like a lightning storm is coming.
Power. Here, apologies, I have to adjust the camera. So here,
Gray clouds outside.
Like you will regain power.
We don't get rain at this time of year.
Or gain power. That
We don't get rain in this time of year. We only get lightning.
So this is a big deal. You are in control here. This makes me feel like maybe you were very patient with a situation that you genuinely didn't know what to do about. You know, something regarding, I'm just guessing, like your personal life, something regarding your work, something regarding your finances. I don't know. But it's like the universe seeing how you've got so much potential, how you don't have to live in this helplessness energy. And so a form of shake-up is going to happen that will make you feel like, that's it, I'm in control, I see nothing can stand in your way. Knight of Swords is intellectual talk. Maybe you are going to have the power to say what is needed to say, the power to defend yourself, the power to free yourself. The awesome thing about the Knight of Swords, when I see the Knight of Swords in a reading, is how nothing can stand in one's way. I mean, if the Eight of Swords wasn't there, I would say, hey, be careful. Sometimes the Knight of Swords rushes. Sometimes they can be, they can believe, they can have so much belief in what they think that they're not willing to consider anything else. There's like blind faith, right? But seeing the Eight of Swords, this gives us another understanding. The awesome thing about the Knight of Swords is that, just as I said, nothing can stand in their way. And so this is not about having a closed mind, or just being so focused on something that you're not able to think of anything else. This is the positive part of the Knight of Swords. This is someone being so strong with such great force, very, very quick on their feet, very intelligent, using their sharpness to free themselves. And so what I'm picking up is that something is going to intimidate you, something is going to push your buttons in the wrong way, something is going to be a that's it moment for you, where your power rises. You're like, okay, that's maybe against my beliefs, that is against my values, that's against how I see myself, whatever this is, and it just clicks the right button for your power to rise. And I see you defending yourself to death, you know, like nothing is standing in my way, I'm freeing myself. Perhaps you don't feel bad to stand up for yourself or something. It's like you're standing up and you're getting your rights. There's no question about that. You can see official person in the Ace of Wands. You're reclaiming your power back in the month of August, and that will make you feel so happy. It will make you feel so joyful. It will make you feel proud of yourself. It will make you feel powerful. It will make you feel in control. And also, this will make you super respected. And you have rich girl here. So this will directly have an effect on your happiness levels, like maybe you were enduring something that you shouldn't have before. So you're really celebrating your newfound freedom. But also with Rich Girl, you're getting the results that you want. So if this is in your job, Rich Girl is obviously getting more money. Maybe you standing up for yourself in your work allows you to get a better position and like a bigger salary. If you are like trying to stop someone from bullying you, then Rich Girl is obviously, you've got more of that. You're living in the comfort of getting a lot of respect. So rich means a lot of, right? So you're getting a lot of, maybe even more than you thought, of that energy that you were looking for when you felt very helpless. And you can see with the 2 sevens here, instead of you having to fight every day for it and to get up and feel like there are so many things standing in your way, with one move, you've escaped this energy. And so your life is changing from having to fight for this every day, every week, every month, whatever this energy is, to you escaping it intelligently, standing up for yourself once and for all, and intelligently escaping a war that could have happened. And I say war because, as you know, with the story of the Seven of Swords, the two camps, the two armies, one of the army members goes to the other camp, steals the swords, so that the war doesn't even happen the next day. So yeah, intelligently bypassing the usual challenges that you would go through. So this is a big deal next month because you don't have to go through this anymore. It's like one disruption once and for all, and you get so much of that energy that you are wishing for. This is leading to so much freedom, so much joy, and so much abundance and some form of energy. Again, depending on what this is. Perhaps you're asking, I don't know in what area this is in. Let's check. So the different areas are Six of Cups. Six of Cups could be family, your children, someone that's supposed to be dear. Five of Swords. For some of you, it's not someone dear at all. For some of you, this is a bully because the Five of Swords is a card of bullying. So for some of you, this is an actual bully in your life. Four of Swords. Resting. Yes, for some of you, you are already going through a struggle as a challenge and you know what this is about. This is when you will finally have rest. You will finally get the rest you're looking for. And that abundance is that rest for some of you. Where you're like, oh, I feel safe, I feel good, I don't have to deal with this anymore. Release from that. Three of Wands. Three of Wands is traveling. Maybe official paper. In that case, it's like some form of destruction that leads you to move. Maybe the movement doesn't have to be just traveling, it could be just moving. Disruption that happens maybe in your work that allows you to move from one team to another, from one position to another, from one work to another. This time you're like getting everything that you want. If this is your work, your good money, good position, we've already talked about that. Maybe it's like some disruption that happens that allows you to get your visa. I'm not sure, to be honest. But for some of you, this is a movement because you also have the Knight of Swords. So something that initially feels like a disruption, leading to giving you the power to move towards something better or even travel. Finally, Queen of Wands. Oh, this is power and popularity as well.
Yeah, I started my own hair. I do dreadlocks for a living.
Again, this is a form of a little disruption that leads to your popularity, you know? It increases.
The mods in here delete and block way less than a lot of other chats. So, there's that.
Your word of mouth. Everyone's starting to speak about you. Did you see what happened to Mary in the accounting department? This and this and this happened, but she's always done her work well. Wait, Mary is known to do her work well? Yeah. Everyone's talking about you, becoming very popular here. So maybe a little disruption that gives you respect, which we actually saw. Yeah. Something that will benefit your reputation to the max. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing. Family, a bully, something you've been suffering through that you will finally rest. Some movement, something that will affect movement. You will move from one place to another, something that will affect your popularity.
Bubble,
Your
nice.
These seem to be super specific for someone listening. Alright, so my dear pile number 3. This is the first big thing that I can see for you in the month of, in the next month. Alright, let's now take a look at the second thing.
What?
You've got the Northeast room.
She's downloading it tonight. Tonight she's downloading it, and then tomorrow it will be there.
Journey. Ooh.
It takes a
So,
long time to download, and she's
You've
got
been
stuff to do on her
restricted
phone and
from
stuff.
something
So
before.
she
You
has to
didn't
like
have
set it up to
access
download.
to something
It takes a long
before.
time.
And
And it takes a long
next
time to
month,
upload.
you will have access to Journey.
She has to watch the movie, so she
It's
can
like
screen
that
record
visa
it.
I saw here. Someone here is like trying to get a permission, a visa. Doesn't have to be a visa. What is it? Like a certificate, a stamp. Some of you will have a stamp to finally pursue something. To finally
The
have
DC,
that
that's certificate.
or approval to do something. You have
The death
false
certificate,
person.
I said.
And you have,
Whoa.
wow, Hope Big Water. This is definitely an
Someone's worked
inundation
hard,
of huge
man.
blessings in your life. And look at that. It's in conjunction to rich girl. There's definitely a strong force of being very blessed next month, of getting a lot of wealth, a lot of richness, a lot of abundance next month. So nice to see that for you. Let's take a look at your tarot card. So it's a new journey that will result in an inundation of a huge abundance in your life. I'm not sure what the false person is saying yet. We'll find out together. Let's take a look. Wow! 6 of Wands right off the bat. It's a result from a lot of success. Ace of Cups. What this for you? You have the Page of Pentacles. Huge new beginning here. The 2 of Pentacles. Okay, I got great news for you. Wow! You've got the 9 of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords. I'm gonna move these to the side a little bit. And now I understand what the first person is. Okay, so what am I seeing? I'm seeing that since you're holding 2 things here,
Oh, my hip is mobile.
I see that you're already on a path. You're already pursuing a specific goal, or maybe this is your work, since there are pentacles
So
here.
nice.
You're on a path,
My hip.
and you were restricted previously from pursuing a career that you want, or a path that you want. You were trying to achieve something, and you couldn't before. Maybe you were trying to achieve a position, right? So it looks like next month there's huge success going on. Where with false, I feel you are dropping something from the past to receive that new energy, that new, with Page of Pentacles, new
I
opportunity.
can't do it, man. I cannot do one like it's...
This is a wish fulfillment. This new opportunity that you will be receiving will not only be a blessing because it's finally giving you what you want with the 9 of Pentacles, it's allowing you to gain access to that which you always wanted. It seems like this energy was so restricted for a long time, and it's finally opening up next month. And so no longer
Oh, I can
is
almost do
that
Dragon's
happening.
Blood.
But the good news here is that it allows you to drop something that's been bringing you a lot of pain with the 10 of Swords. False person, you finally get to drop that which is false, which is bringing the wrong
Don't do that
energy
on my
in your life,
bed.
that thing which brought so much pain, and new healing happens next month. Next month, if this is your work, and this can't be a coincidence, if this is your work, some of you will be getting a new position with new wealth that's coming with it. But it doesn't have to be this way.
Don't do that in bed.
It
Don't do
could
that,
be
do that outside.
a new job offer that will allow you to drop your past job that's been bringing you a lot of pain. It could be a new company or a new project that you are going to start. that will allow you to drop the current one that's bringing you a lot of pain. And the pain could be work, could be not enough, maybe money given to suit your needs.
So hard.
And it doesn't have to be work. It could be an opportunity in a goal that you're trying to
God,
pursue.
it's so hard. One day I'll be able to
if
do
you
it.
are an athlete,
One day.
maybe you're being approached by a much more famous and better coach. You feel like the first coach wasn't really taking good care of you, was more focused on themselves than you. It could be a goal about health, where finally what you're doing is working. The victory here is your body getting better, and you're finally with journey able to move and do the things that you always wanted to do, and you don't feel that pain anymore. It depends on where you feel the restriction is in your life. Think about that. Where do I feel restricted in life? And what am I doing to try to break out of that restriction? And that is where the Two of Pentacles here is talking about. You will drop one thing and you're getting
You're gonna have to go
a
get water.
better thing.
Go get your own cup.
And thus a new opportunity to finally get access to that which you were really looking for. Dropping the pain and feeling like you finally achieved what you wanted.
Why are you standing on my car?
It's something that I definitely feel you've struggled. You've been struggling,
Can you go by, please?
trying to make it happen. And you're dropping the old way and getting a much easier way through a new opportunity. Where you, through that opportunity, as you hold it, it's like, oh, I finally got what I wanted. It's finally here. It's finally here. And the greater news is that you don't have to go through the suffering that you have been going through. You drop that false energy from your life. As we've done with the first great news, let's take a look at the second great news. In what area in your life is this for the collective, please? The Fool card. The Lover's card. You two is a bit strict with nudity, even on cards. Okay, so the Lover's card, the Three of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. So the different areas are new adventure, new beginning.
When your
And you
posture
have
is right,
the journey.
it really hurts a lot.
So really a new adventure and a new beginning is very closely tied to a new beginning in that area where you felt restricted in. So we have that established. The Lover's card. Some of you will be making a different choice. Some of you will actually drop one way of doing something and choosing a better way. That new way will next month right away lead you to what you were looking for and allow you to drop the pains of the previous method. So picking one method over another that finally gives you the results you're looking for. So definitely look forward to that. You're dropping the false in favor of the great good. Three of Swords. This with the Notice and the Three of Swords. This is a source of pain in your life currently. And you can see the pain in the Ten of Swords. This is something that you are suffering through. It's something that is giving you a lot of pain. And that's why I asked you here with the Notice. What is that current pain in your life?
Can you grab that ball?
This is where things will change next month. And this is why this is such a big thing. And finally, with the Ace of Swords, for a lot of you, this is either a new decision that you will be making, some clarity that will allow you to make a different move, or a new deal that you will do. new deal, new agreement. Could be signing off a new position, new type of power. Yeah, new deal, exactly. New contract. The two will be entering. And say goodbye to the old painful energy and hello to exactly what you've been wishing for. And my dear pile number 3, this is exactly what I see you reading as the two big things that you can expect in the next month. I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next video. Bye! Bye!
I was being delusional. I was being delusional thinking that I was going to get back to the numbers that I had. It's not going to happen.
Well. Money, it's getting messier. So, JT Flair.
Hey, I'll see you on tour in Las Vegas, Chicago, and Grand Rapids. In Chicago, it's stand-up and a live panel show. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets, and make sure you go to jimmydore.com. It's very, very depressing to talk to you as always. And
well, I'm not trying to be depressing. I just think people need to stop looking for political saviors and people who have shown us who they are the first time, and that is definitely Trump. Trump had a major crisis on his hands with COVID. He gave monetary responsibility over to his pal Larry Fink, who has helped engineer this crazy inflationary crisis we are in, along with Steve Mnuchin, his Treasury Secretary the first time, and he had horrible cabinet picks. He promoted pre-crime big tech surveillance when he was in office, among other things. People should know this and know, just not get caught up in campaign rhetoric. It's easy. It's very easy to have that happen, but we need to not be so emotional about how we approach this and think about these things critically, and maybe organize as Americans and try and make a better country, ourselves, and stop waiting for the government to do it when we know it's run by intelligence agencies and organized crime. Like, these people are not going to save us. They're just going to use us however they can, exploit us, so that they can continue their lucrative rackets into the next millennia. That's essentially what they've done for a long time. And I think we should say no to those. And essentially every candidate that gets promoted by either of the two parties is going to be backed by that blob of intelligence and organized crime. Otherwise, you don't get those big party nominations.
That's right.
That is correct. So why do you think that the deep state hates Trump so much to the point where they impeached him twice, gave him 4 different... I mean, if he's going along...
It's called political theater, Jimmy!
...was their big funder, why do they seem to hate him so much on the surface? In fact, almost an assassination attempt was obviously an inside job. So what do you say to that?
Well, I think part of it is factional stuff. I've said this about the reason why Epstein was taken out as well. I think the reason Epstein was taken out was because he was close to Mohammed bin Salman and helped engineer his rise to power and got rid of John Brennan's golden boy, the previous crown prince that Brennan had cultivated, and Brennan got mad and was involved in creating things like Russiagate and all these other things, and I think also getting Epstein sort of taken out. But I think, at the time Epstein died, he was involved, MBS was very involved with Kushner, and a lot, not necessarily that Trump and Epstein were close, but it seems pretty likely that they were batting for the same team at the time Epstein died, or at least before he was arrested in 2019. That's why you have, Steve Bannon being the person trying to rehabilitate Trump's image and all of this stuff, filming him for 15 hours to make a documentary about how great he is and all of this stuff.
So you think it's just factional?
Well, I think part of it's factional, but also keep in mind too that there's a lot of stuff. I would argue that some political stuff that happens is there to distract us. If you look at Peter Thiel, he's a big Republican donor. Eric Schmidt is a big Democrat donor, and they both essentially, run the American faction on the Bilderberg Conference together. So they agree on a lot more than they don't at the end of the day. And I think they like to distract us with a lot of this stuff. And Trump is, most people know him for being, before he was president, for being a reality TV star and for being on, on wrestling and all of that stuff. He knows how to be photogenic.
Did you see that, Mom?
The first campaign, he was pretty funny at times, and he knows how to make regular Americans like him. But I think people should distance them, not just focus so much on the persona that he's developed, but also on his policies. And so I think some of it's factional, but I think also, considering that Trump was really a big disappointment for his base in significant ways the first time around, how do you rebuild trust in a person and get people to have all that energy behind a candidate again, specifically when he's going to, talking about putting Jamie Dimon in charge of the Treasury and stuff, and doing things that are clearly not populist this time around. And, I think you have to convince they've sort of created this paradigm where, if you're targeted by, certain factions of the so-called deep state, then it automatically means that you're that you're, good for Americans and you're going to uphold, freedom and all of this. And I don't think that's necessarily true. I think that's sort of a false dichotomy that's been made to some extent. I think some of the stuff that has been used to target Trump
over Daddy's
and all
thing
of
and over that pillow.
maybe some of it's inorganic, not necessarily talking about the weekend's events, but maybe some of these court cases and some of these other things. I think it's very possible, because this is a guy that helped lock down the country, gave Fauci awards, has promoted Operation Warp Speed the whole time. His base hated that, so how do you re-energize them and make them like it again, like him again? We have to keep in mind too that Trump has powerful backers that like what he did the first time and have wanted him back in power. And I think people, should keep this kind of stuff in mind. Maybe it sounds a little bit.
Do you think there's a possibility that these prosecutions of Trump are actually a smokescreen to make people think that he's got enemies inside the deep state and he's got the right kind of enemies, so he's on our side, and that this is all concocted somehow by people who support Trump, not by people who actually
really hurt
hate
himself.
Trump?
Well, I think some of, I think, it's possible that some of those have been an effort to sort of make it look like he's up fighting against these people when he served them so much in his first term. Yeah, I think there's some of that too, but I think there's, factionalism as well.
Scared it's gonna go up my pants.
Between certain groups that take turns, I guess, dominating the unelected bureaucracy that is the so-called deep state, right? But ultimately, Trump, when he was in office, served the national security state. I think he will, and Wall Street. And I think it's very likely he'll be doing that again in his second term. And now you're having all these people after the weekend's events and after the RNC nomination, including people like Mark Zuckerberg, like praising Trump and all this stuff.
Yes.
It just seems a little weird. So I think it's very possible that there was a need to make Trump look like, a warrior against the deep state at a time when he wasn't in office, to convince his base that this time would be different, when he's giving us plenty of clues that it's very unlikely that it will be any different.
So I'm afraid of the deep state. I mean, I'm afraid of big tech, but I do want to know where you got those glasses.
Do you see what I mean about how I'm not going to be worried about you if you cry wolf all the time? That I'm not
all
going
my
to
other
believe you when
glasses
you're
are black.
actually hurt?
I like them.
Stop wearing so much black.
She's right. Your daughter's correct. All right, Whitney Webb. Everybody, check out that article. If you read it, it'll blow your mind. Over at Unlimited Hangout, and check out her book, One Nation Under Blackmail. Thank you for your time today. I appreciate it, and it's always enlightening. And you have more information. You're a real encyclopedia on this stuff. So I'm glad you came on. Thank you. So we'll see you again soon. I hope so.
Yeah. Thanks. Take care.
Okay, you too. All right, so now we gotta run, and we're gonna go to Rumble. So we're gonna go over to Peter Thiel's platform over at. There's no, but the whole problem is there's no getting out of it, which is what there's no, everybody collects your information, everybody's working for, it's all, there is no true party system, just like she said, there's factions inside the uniparty.
It's body fluid.
And that's what this is, right? So I didn't realize that about Mohammed bin Salman and Brennan.
That was interesting.
That was super interesting. And why they got rid of Jeffrey Epstein and all that stuff. But I thought Epstein was more of a Mossad guy than a CIA guy. But anyway, it's the blob, and you can't get out of it, right? It's Facebook, Twitter.
But didn't it make you think twice about all those like Amazon, Alexa, and your iPhone?
Of course, they got everything. That thing that she was talking about, that thing, that LifeLog. Let me read it to you again. There's the thing called LifeLog. It sought to build a database tracking a person's entire existence that included an individual's relationships and communications, meaning emails, texts, phone calls, your regular mail, etc., their media consumption habits, so it surveils your media consumption habits, their purchases, and much more. If your purchases, of course, because nothing's cash anymore, everything's, so they got that, and much more in order to build a digital record of everything an individual says, sees, or does. This is from their literature. LifeLog. So anyway, that's where we're at. So there's, I feel we are in the Matrix. We are in Aldous Huxley's Brave New World. We are in 1984. It's all those things combined, and I don't see a way out. Just like I told her, because there was someone who didn't want to go along, and if you don't go along, they just put you in jail. They just say you're a criminal. And look at how many people hated Julian Assange for doing journalism because the media said he was a bad guy. They said he was a rapist, said he was a jerk, said he was working with Putin, said he was working. And they said, then you got morons like Bill Maher, who believes what he reads in the paper. He would always say, well, I read it in the paper. In the paper? And he goes, oh, is Julian Assange, is he a hero or a traitor? He's not even a fucking American. That's how dumb Bill Maher is. Which is why you should come see the launch of our new show, Rumble Talk. We're going to try, trying to do a show that is the alternative to Real Time with Bill Maher, because he's so uninformed and ignorant and such a stupid shitlib, that the time is right. And so when I mentioned it on Joe Rogan, that lit a fire underneath the head of Rumble, and they decided to go forward with this show. So I want to do it in a studio, at a sound stage, which costs a lot of money, and apparently Rumble doesn't have that kind of money. So we're going to start off doing it in theaters and see how many celebrities I can get to come do that with me. It's much easier when you have a soundstage, I'll tell you that, and they have their own dressing room. But we're going to see what that is. So the first one is the 16th of August, and I'm trying to do one in Las Vegas at Skankfest, which is in September. I want to do one there. And so we plan on doing 2 a month, because I didn't get a budget to do 4 a month. Because it takes a lot of work, a lot of people, a lot of editors, a lot of cameramen, a lot of producers, a lot of writers, a lot of everything to do a job like that. And we only have it so we're going to do 2 a month, starting in August, going to the end of the year. So we have an order for 10 of those. So we'll see. I want to get a billboard in Times Square. I want to get a billboard on Sunset Boulevard. That's my big idea. It's not; those things aren't that expensive for billionaires. Put it that way. I can't afford it, but that's my big idea. Whether that'll happen or not, I don't know. But so we'll see you in Chicago at that show. That show's going to be fun. It's going to be on the cusp of the Democratic convention, which now is going to be super interesting because Joe Biden's dropping out and they don't have a nominee. And I think RFK is going to try and sue his way into getting back on it to become the Democratic nominee. that would be amazing if that could happen, because they all have the same horrible policy on Gaza and Palestine and Israel. They all have that. But then,
well, I can tell you right now, based on how I don't
better policies on everything
my
else.
level of
Hey, I'll see you on tour in Las Vegas, Chicago, and Grand Rapids. In Chicago, it's stand-up and a live panel show. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets, and make sure you go to jimmydore.com.
Let me look at your hand and see if it's turning purple.
It's not.
Let's see, come here.
It just
sit right
hurts.
here.
It just hurts.
Pause your TV.
It
Pause your
hurts
TV.
to bend it left.
Okay, pause it and let me look at it.
When it's like, ow.
Oh, fuck, sorry.
When it's like this, it's hard to bend it that way.
Let me look at it.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Now, what is the hard part?
Bend that way.
Can you just do it for me and show me? Not with your hand. I just want to see it do it. Don't over dramatize. I need to see your literal. I need to see your literal limitations. So without your other hand,
That's what I did.
just lift your hand up. Without doing your other hand.
This doesn't hurt.
Okay, I need you to
But
use
it
the
only
muscles.
hurts to bend it that way.
Let me use the muscles and put your hand up. Nope, nope. Use the muscles. There you go. Now go down. Now go straight. Right. And left.
I can't go left.
Just try to go left. I just want to see what happens. I need to look at your limitations. I understand. Okay, let me see. Turn it over.
Hurts to bend it right in there.
Right here.
Yeah.
You are turning purple a little bit right there.
Now, Democrats will try to run from this record.
Move your hand, please.
All the veins.
No.
Joe Biden's
I'm looking at the color of your
Kamala
skin.
Harris and every elected Democrat
Well-
is responsible for this border crisis, along
It's
with
kind of
every other
fading
aspect
color.
of Joe Biden's failed and feckless
I
record.
don't know.
I am worried
what's
about.
The border
I am a little bit worried about this right here being a little on the purple side.
Vein.
I'm not looking at the veins. I'm not looking at the blue. I'm looking at the color of the skin in this entire area. It's darker, so I'm a little
It's
worried.
a little brighter right there.
Okay, open your hand up again, nice and big. I
Oh,
need
it
you.
hurts
I get it.
thumb.
That's what I need you to try, because that's what I'm worried about. Open your thumb as big as you can.
Illegal executive actions
It's taking. Okay.
wiping away President Trump's
I think you might have sprained it.
policies, which created the most secure border in modern
My toe really hurts.
Yeah, your toe's pretty bad.
In fact, just last month,
I'm just feeling around, okay? I understand it's sore, but I'm just gonna have to feel around a little.
1,000 illegal immigrant encounters
I have to feel around a little bit, but don't over dramatize.
It's only like right here.
I'm feeling all your bones.
illegal encounters at our southern border a
That's
day,
fine.
which is 4
I'm
times
fine with
more
the whole
than the
thing.
definition of a
I get it.
crisis set by Obama's DHS Secretary Jay Johnson.
My
So
dad
far this
texted.
fiscal year, there have been 93 individuals whose names appear on the terrorist watch list who were stopped trying to enter the U.S. illegally between ports of entry and the southern border. That's over.
Let me go up and grab the
Well,
tablet.
don't use your hand to pull yourself up. This is your boo-boo hand, not.
I'm going to tell my dad.
Administration's failed far-left open border agenda, which caused a historic surge in
I
illegal
wanna look at it.
crossings, the likes of which we have never
I
seen
think you're all right.
on our northern border before, including individuals on the terrorist watch list. And this is not just a national security crisis.
FaceTime audio code Rampy
humanitarian
Josh on
crisis.
speaker.
Under
Sorry, I need to
Kamala Harris's
feel you.
Starting a
Josh.
FaceTime audio call to Grandpa Josh Josh. iPhone on speaker.
Have been lost, left, slipped through the cracks. This is also part of the violent crime crisis surge concerning every single American. Look in upstate
I
New
think
York.
I sprained my wrist.
21-year-old innocent girl
You what?
was killed
I think
by
I
illegal
sprained my
and
wrist.
buried in a Syracuse
Oh.
public park.
Why do you think that?
A 15-year-old
My wrist
innocent
hurts
girl
to
was
turn it
raped by
left.
an illegal in Albany
Oh, yeah, if you
County.
sprained it, you wouldn't be able to move it at all, dude. It would hurt so bad.
Sort of turn it right.
Not sprained my wrist, but I sprained my ankle, and I couldn't even walk on it. I had to go to the doctor and get
It
this thing
doesn't
called an
hurt
air
to
cast.
turn up and down like
Did you
that.
fart?
Yes. But it hurts. It doesn't hurt to turn. No, it's more on the side. It's more on the side.
Hey, did you see that text I just sent you?
No, we're nursing boo-boos.
Okay, so the newest Alvin and the Chipmunks movie, I don't know why I got that. And I mean, it has an IMDb, Alvin and the Chipmunks, The Final Adventure from 2017, a movie that literally does not exist. But it has an IMDb page for some reason. So the actual newest movie
It's
is
called Chipwreck.
The Road The road chip.
No, yeah, no. What the movie that he's looking for is Chipwrecked.
What?
He is looking for Chipwrecked.
That's the newest one. It was made 1 year after this one, in 2016.
The strongest border security bill in history. The Secure the Border Act of 2023 that will put an end to this catastrophic border crisis caused by Joe Biden and his open borders are Kamala Harris.
Shipwrecked. It came out in 2011, so the road chip came out after that. But here, hold on. I'll see if I can find where it's streaming.
And I strongly urge my colleagues to
Oh, I know. Oh, it's fun because my mom's friend got it for me.
What's with that?
Barefoot Beauty got it for me.
Downloaded it, didn't buy it.
She downloaded it.
But I want to yield 4
Yeah,
minutes to my good friend, the gentleman.
Going to screen record it, the whole movie.
Well, hold on. You can't stream it somewhere?
You can stream it, but it all costs money.
Yeah, it's $3.79 on Amazon Prime. Well, I can download it for you.
Well, I just said that. We got it.
Oh, wait, you said someone's going to screen record it or something.
Yeah, they're going to screen record the whole movie for me, and it's
That's how he watched the Garfield movie. It's perfectly fine.
I was going to say, how are they going to send it to you? That's going to be a big file.
Google
I have
Drive.
Google Drive.
Okay. Alright, so you got it figured out. Alright, never mind then. Okay.
We called you to tell you that I might have sprained my wrist. It was really sore.
Yeah.
Okay,
He
hold on.
definitely did hurt himself a
Let me
bit.
go on video for a second.
So,
This wrist, it hurts to turn it that way. It hurts.
oh, okay. Yeah, you might have just bruised it or something. I don't know. Typically when you sprain something, I know when I sprained my ankle,
Pull the
you can't
strap
do it in any direction.
that you're.
This?
It
No,
hurts
no,
no
no.
matter what.
The one that's bunching up. There you go. Like the tongue. There you go.
You probably just injured it, man.
Is
Yeah.
your wrist in that spot? In the nook?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me give him my carpal tunnel brace. So that he... How tight is that? Is it cutting off circulation?
Yeah, a little.
Alright, do you feeling boom, 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 boom? Are you feeling throbbing?
No.
Okay.
Not yet, it'll take a few minutes.
Let me know if you start to feel throbbing. And then
Yeah,
I'll
wait
have to
for
adjust it.
in a couple minutes. Make sure you're paying attention. If your fingers are tingly or numb, or your arm is throbbing or bumping around.
He knows. I got him
It's
trained.
one of these.
I'm just telling him to pay attention because sometimes he, in the moment he forgets.
Yeah,
stuff,
just
so.
let me see your fingers. They look red. They feel like they're getting fat and chunky. No?
No, but this part's getting fat and chunky
Yeah, that's
because
fine.
it's wrinkly.
I'm more worried about your circulation. Are you able to bend your wrist in there at all? Wiggle it? No?
No.
Good. That's perfect. That's what we want. We want it tight
A
enough.
little bit.
Tight enough so that you can barely move it.
How?
Ooh, look at his toe, Dad.
That
Yeah,
sucks.
and when the blood is not there, it's literally like white and purple. You know, like when you dink yourself and it takes away it like pressurizes, it pushes so much pressure on it, like all the blood escapes around it for a minute.
All right, man. Well,
Good thing my mom has one of these on handy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what else I have on handy?
What?
All right, hey, you caught me eating lunch, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish my lunch.
I have one of these
And
on
then
handy
I
too.
gotta clean up the
Okay,
kitchen.
perfect.
You don't need this at all.
I do.
No,
So
you
that
don't.
my
It's
arm
not your
can
shoulder.
hold it up though.
It's not your shoulder.
I want my arm to be held up so then I don't have to like. let
That
it
is so you can
through.
still use your arm.
You don't need that.
Oh.
Yeah, you're gonna want the motion of your arm, but we do have this in case anything happens.
Is that my thing I used for when I broke my arm?
Yeah, when you
Collarbone?
broke your collarbone, yeah.
This is one of the worst days of my life.
Elliot, it is not.
That's not a big deal, bud.
And it wouldn't have happened had you not been jumping around.
I wasn't jumping around. I literally stepped on the
Hey, what are you
cushion.
yelling at?
Well,
Just
that
talk
was
like
a
a normal person.
bogus maneuver.
Stepping on a cushion.
Yeah, because you had one foot off the ground and one foot on the cushion. You were stepping over the
I was
fan.
stepping in the middle.
You were stepping over the fan.
And then I.
Do you know how you could have fallen out the window?
Do you know how close you came to falling out the window?
Show them my toe and my...
Holy shit, Elliot.
Alright, bud, I'm gonna go and eat.
And now
My
here's my
food gets
arm.
cold.
I want them to see my arm now.
Oh. Hello?
Hey, Dad.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and eat before my food gets cold, okay?
Right here is where it really
You know, it's
hurts.
crazy. Tomatoes do cause a lot of inflammation and problems in the body because they are related to the nightshade. They're in the nightshade family.
Bye.
If you have autoimmune disease, you should not eat tomatoes.
This really is one of the worst days of my life.
It's not the worst day of your life,
I
Eliana.
said one of them.
Why would it be one of the worst days of your life? Nothing else has happened. You just fell and got a boo-boo. You're not broken. We're not in the hospital. If you want to go to the hospital, I could make it a really bad day. Why don't you get up on the bed? Go sit down. Watch a movie. Relax. In one spot for a little while.
Why is my leg vibrating?
Fellow member of the Rules Committee, Mr. Langworthy. The gentleman from New York is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and Mr. Speaker. Hundreds of thousands of Americans die every year from fentanyl. Communities, including many in my own district, have been ripped apart by the scourge of this deadly poison. I've hosted roundtables with local law enforcement, families of victims, and other advocates all across my district.
Look up a woman named Paleo Mom on Facebook. I don't know if she's on other platforms. I used to follow her like 10 years ago. I think it's Paleo Mom, but she has really good information about foods and how they affect you. She's done a lot of research on it. She spent a lot of time, and she has really good books. She's liberal, but you can ignore that.
Boys are still stinging a little bit from you kicking them out the door. That's not what happened. Denial. So what's this like about a European tour? You're taking them away for 6 months? No, 12 actually. We get China.
We could also just put him, like something that vibrates on him.
I see how they're doing. They're doing great.
One thing I have consistently heard is that we need to stop the flow of fentanyl into this country. Our police officers are struggling to keep up with the constant influx into our communities, and it's killing some of our youngest and brightest citizens. Every American knows these deadly substances are flooding across our borders, brought to this country by criminals who directly benefit from the Biden-Harris administration's open border policies. We also can't forget the other Americans who have been assaulted and murdered by illegal immigrants who are allowed to enter this country.
Don't hold it down.
Is dead.
I'm holding it
Rachel
down
Moore,
right now
you're
because I'm relaxing it.
You don't want
I'm
the
letting
blood.
blood going
That's
in.
bad news bears. More pain. Keep it up a little bit.
No.
It'll help the blood. If you have blood flowing to it, it's going to throb, and it'll build up pressure on it. Just keep it held up a little bit.
Like
Or
this
neutral. Or neutral.
What's neutral?
Others have lost their lives, and even children have been brutally assaulted. Why? So our border czar, Kamala Harris, could score political points with a radical left wing of her party.
Mom.
Meanwhile, the state of New York's going bankrupt, spending billions of dollars to pay for housing and benefits and food for this flood of illegal immigrants who are being released into the interior of this country.
There you go.
Again, this is a direct result
Maybe put your
of
hand
the
up,
open borders
part
and
in there
sanctuary
more. Watch that
policies
cord.
of the Democrat Party under Biden-Harris. And Vice President Harris, the anointed border czar,
like that.
wholeheartedly supports these policies. Time and again, she looks the American people in the eye who have seen loved ones die of fentanyl overdoses or have been the victims of criminals who are in this country illegally. and she lies to them.
Yes,
she lectures the American people.
They can cause inflammation in people, but like there are some people that are just not affected by certain things. You know, some people don't have high histamine responses. An autoimmune disorder is the body having a histamine reaction on itself. So that's what autoimmune disease is. So if you are doing things to cause your body to have an additional, like if you do anything allergenic that could be allergenic or toxic to the body, you're going to have a heightened reaction because your body's already reacting to all the histamines. So if you can target the histamine response that your body is just throwing out there for no good reason, it's fighting everything it doesn't need to. If you can regain control over that, you can reverse or make your autoimmune disease significantly better. That's why diet is so important when you have an autoimmune disease, because everything you eat, I mean, think about how many foods people are allergic to, you know? And so you're gonna have a reaction to bananas and spinach and frickin' peanuts and stuff like that. And it might not be a reaction that you even really notice. You're just always uncomfortable, so you don't really realize that it's because you're always kind of eating these foods.
Can I have some water and a snack or something?
Just a minute. Mm-hmm. So, with autoimmune disease, you should totally stay away from tomatoes. Like, you should not consume tomatoes if you have an autoimmune disease because it causes a heightened response.
My foot's going numb.
Well, then don't sit like that.
I have
to. You don't. Get up on the bed.
I don't want it to bleed on the carpet.
You've done bleeding. Go on, you're good.
It's not.
It is. Climb up. If you put your foot up above your head, it will stop bleeding.
Yeah, but I don't want to get the sheep.
You won't. Just lay on. Climb on the bed, please.
There's a wasp right there eating egg.
Ugh, egg. Elliot.
Oh, wait. It's not you. It's in front of my face!
Where's my spray?
No!
Where's my spray? Run!
I don't know!
Run!
I can't run.
I don't know where it is. God damn it, you freaking bastard. Oh my god, damn it.
What?
Alright, there we go. Not the spray. Damn it, now I don't remember what I was going to do. I was totally going to do something and now I don't remember what it was at all. Yeah, everything is alright. Elliot fell and hurt himself pretty bad. But because he always fakes it and cries wolf, I totally didn't believe him when he fell.
About the root causes of illegal immigration and pretends that her policies had...
FBI director refuses to release Epstein tapes.
Hey, I'll see you on tour in Las Vegas, Chicago, and Grand Rapids. In Chicago, it's stand-up and a live panel show. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets, and make sure you go to jimmydore.com. During a hearing at the House Judiciary Committee, Representative Stephen Cohen asked FBI Director Christopher Wray if any tapes of people high in politics were found during the searches of Jeffrey Epstein's Manhattan townhouse, which may show them in compromising position. Cohen notes the importance of knowing if such videos exist. The public has a right to see those. Wait, the public has a right to see things that a three-letter agency doesn't want us to see? That's news to me. But here we go. Ready?
Jeffrey Epstein. It's gonna copyright strike my live stream, my whole live stream, because of the 3 seconds of chipmunks now.
Been in the news a lot lately about it involvement with certain people high in politics involved. Did the FBI conduct the raid on his townhouse in New York when he was?
Look at this. Look at the look on his face. That's the over like. Oh, I'm really thinking about this. I'm really serious. That's like that prosecutor of Trump from Atlanta. Remember? Hey, how many cabins did you rent? I rent lots of cabins. You remember that? Mm-hmm. That's what this is. That's a guy getting ready to. How am I gonna lie about this? Here we go.
Jeffrey Epstein. Been in the news a lot lately about.
You see his face?
Involvement with certain people high in politics involved. Did the FBI conduct the raid on his townhouse in New York when he was incarcerated in New York? There was a raid on his East Side townhouse.
Well, I don't know about a raid. I know we executed a number of searches in the course of our fairly extensive investigation related to
Can you tell me
Epstein.
during that search if you came across and have within your possession of the FBI tapes of him with other individuals that he might have taken in people in compromising?
Yeah, I don't know that there's anything I can share related to that. I can see if there's information we could provide and maybe get back to you on it.
If there were tapes of people in prominent positions, friends of his.
So in the grand tradition of J. Edgar Hoover, declining to publicly reveal his walk-in closet filled with pink taffeta ball gowns, FBI Director Christopher Wray eschews any knowledge of the list he is potentially on himself. Here we go.
Posed for pictures with possibly in compromising positions. The public, I think, has a right to see those.
Look at him pretending not to remember.
Well, I mean, how we handle evidence recovered in a criminal investigation has all kinds of rules that apply to it. I recognize the intense public interest in the subject, but we have to follow our rules. But I'm happy, like I said, I'm happy to follow up with my team on it.
Thank you, sir, and I appreciate your service, and thank you for being here today.
Look at how this asshole is acting like this is some far-off, vague memory. Epstein. Epstein. Yeah, it rings a bell, kind of. No, there was not a fairly... And he goes, there was an extensive investigation. There was not a fairly extensive investigation. My guess is because the worthless three-letter agencies already know everything that was at Jeffrey Epstein's house because the CIA and the FBI are in on it. We'd have to follow our rules. Did you hear him say that? What rules? Burn after reading? What rules? Hey, asshole, this ain't the UFO or Bigfoot. We know Epstein exists. And by the way, how closely did the FBI follow their rules when they leaked photos of documents seized from Mar-a-Lago? Were they following the rules then? Remember that? Also, which rules applied with regard to lying to the FISA court 17 times so you can get a tap on Trump's phone and his campaign phone? Which rules did you follow then when the FBI lied 17 times to the FISA court so you could tap Trump's phone?
Jimmy Dore.
That's when, rules don't count then, right? So here's what Trump has to say about it.
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would. I guess I would. I think that less so because, you don't know. You don't want to affect people's lives if it's phony stuff in there because there's a lot of phony stuff with that whole world. But I think I would.
So, and this is why I think Trump may be one of the only 3 people at the top of government who don't have any incriminating Epstein dirt on him. Because Trump doesn't do drugs, he doesn't drink, and they probably don't have anything on him as far as Epstein goes. That's why they can't control him as easily as everybody else is.
Well, that's why Kirshner married his daughter, and his daughter converted to Judaism, because that's the only way they could control him, through his family.
Let's hear it again.
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, but world.
Exactly. They logged in, and then did they log in and then not get on the plane? What kind of phony stuff? Either they were on the plane or they weren't. There's not a lot of wiggle room on what happens on Epstein Island, okay? Nobody goes to Epstein Island just to get away and relax. They even had Stephen Hawking rolling around on Epstein Island. Can you imagine that? Well, it's staggeringly naive to think that anybody who went to Epstein Island is innocent. Or anybody hanging out. It's just... Hey, let's all go to that creepy guy Jeffrey Epstein's island where he supposedly rapes underage kids. You know, just for the free booze. I heard he's got great finger food. So I just... So he's not gonna. So this guy's not gonna release the. Can you give us the?
Jeffrey Epstein.
Look at his face.
Jimmy Dore's like my kind of like liberal, like in the sense that like I thought I was liberal, I thought I was left leaning, but it just went woo so far to the left that like I'm just like, well, maybe I'm conservative. I don't, because this is not what I agree with them mostly now. It's just weird.
Been in the news a lot lately about getting involved with certain people high in politics involved. Did the FBI conduct a raid on his townhouse in New York when he was incarcerated?
Look at this fake. It's such a fake.
There was a raid on his east side townhouse.
Well, I don't know about a raid. I know we executed a number of searches in the course of our fairly extensive investigation.
Oh, really? Extensive investigation? Really? Of shit you already knew because you guys are all working together and you're in on it. I love it. I wish I could find that video. What is the name of the prosecutor
for Florida?
No, from Atlanta for Trump. Okay. What is his name?
Willis?
Remember where he was interviewed by one of the Wayans and
yes.
What's that guy's name? I would love to see because he does the same. He does the same face. He does the same. I'm really thinking.
The guy
That's
Fonnie Willis was sleeping with.
Oh yeah. What's his name? Nathan Wade. That's the Nathan Wade face. The Did I ever rent a cabin? He does a little sniff. That's what that face is. Watch how it changes as soon as he mentions Jeffrey Epstein. It's the fake I'm thinking face.
Jeffrey Epstein. Been in the news a lot lately about
I'm really
involvement with certain people high in politics. Did the FBI conduct a raid on his townhouse in New York when he was incarcerated?
I wouldn't call it a raid. Hey, I'll see you on tour in Las Vegas, Chicago, and Grand Rapids. In Chicago, it's stand-up and a live panel show. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets, and make sure you go to jimmydore.com.
So I'm gonna go. I gotta go. My neighbor just texted me. I gotta go take a nap and then go help her with a dump run. She's gonna take my few bags I've got and take them. And so I gotta go with her. So I'm gonna take a nap right now so that we can go do that in a couple hours. So I'll see you guys later. And if you've never really listened to Jimmy Dore, I highly recommend that you listen to him. He's pretty, like, level-headed and, like, he's a noticer with a level head. I'm about to use it right now. Okay, so I will call, I'll call you guys later. See ya. Hold on, I gotta call.